so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God, it's never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let they slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patented accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace and love to everybody that's in the building. It is your brother, Aboriginal Power. This is the Wake and Bake. Shout out to everybody that's doing fantastic as you move around, making your daily commutes, dropping the children off, headed to work. Maybe it's your off day. You going headed back to the house to get some rest. Whatever the case may be, make sure you be safe as you move around. Be aware, stay vigilant, family, and stay dangerous. This is the Wake and Bake Show, man. We're going to have to deal with some of these tetheristic threats from some of the domestic tethers supporting tetherism. Okay, so we're going to be breaking down tether awareness 101. We're going to be talking about these hostile tethers and some of their gameplay. And shout out to TARIQ NASHEED. We're going to be playing some clips that are from his particular platform. And shout out to the brother. You know, we rock with TARIQ. And we rock with all the rest of the Aborigines that's standing on business. If you off code, then we on your ass. That just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but listen, man, enough of that. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button. This is the Wake and Bake Show. It's only right to, the show ain't official until I light my backwood up. The show ain't official until I light my backwood up. But before we even do that, family, can we get at least a few of the family members to quickly hit this like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel, family. We're going to get right into some of this audio. We're going to be breaking down, doing my reactions, also listening to the conversation at hand. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. I do want to make a serious announcement. Later on in this live stream, we'll wait for some of the family to get on up in here. We know it's kind of early. It's just now hitting a little bit over 8 o'clock East Coast time. So we know it's roughly around 5 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. And we know it's roughly around 7 o'clock Central time. So we're going to get a family enough time to wake up. You see what I'm saying? We got a lot to get into. You feel what I'm saying? But this is the part of the conversations that need to be displayed. These are some of the things that has to be brought to the table. And we're going to sit here and listen to some of these hostile tethers. You know, these are tetheristic threats. So we're going to get into it. If y'all ready to rock the house out, hit that like button, thumb up the video. It's your brother, Aboriginal Power. Let's go.
Keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
So we're going to be dealing with the guy by the name of MacArthur. I've seen him around. He came to my channel. He's a known Pan-African tether. But we're going to listen to some of his conversation. Let's get right into it.
Like what?
Like you look over at the Sahel states in Africa, like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they're actually getting shit done. They kicked out the colonizers that colonized them, and they're explicitly Pan-Africanists. I don't see no other group of blacks doing anything similar to that.
Similar to what? Just getting the white supremacists off of them?
Yeah, not just getting them out, not just the white supremacists, also the Arab supremacists also.
But they had to
fucking Arabs.
But they had to circle back and get Russia to be their big brother, though. So did they really get?
Yeah. Well, Russia doesn't have the history of slavery like the U.S. and the other crackers got.
Yeah, not because of a moral thing. They just didn't have access to the Atlantic Ocean like that. That's why Russia.
They didn't. Well, remember, Russia is right off the straits of. It's like they're literally right off the top of China.
Yeah,
they could access Africa just like everybody else did.
Yeah, but they couldn't bring the shit over to America though. They didn't have easy access from a naval standpoint to get over here to America. That's the reason why. It wasn't no big moral thing.
But I got to give them credit for never buck breaking blacks and Africans and never enslaving.
See, this is another thing that a lot of these tethers do. They'll take your accomplishments, your perseverance, your trials and triumphantness, and then simply give it away to the white European. See, this is why we are delineating, because we don't want to align someone who gets on their knees, smooches out their lips to kiss white ass, you know?
Blacks, Africans, or the pretendians, or whoever the fuck the FBAs call themselves.
Look, now he's standing shots at my Indian brothers. First of all, you look dirty Haitian. Most of the Black Americans do identify with indigenous Black Indian heritage, because that's what our lineage told us. That's what our parents actually told us. You hostile, fleeing, cat-eating tether.
Blacks.
To get over here to America. That's the reason why. It wasn't no big moral thing.
But I got to give them credit for never buck breaking blacks and Africans and never enslaving blacks, Africans, or the pretendians, or whoever the fuck the FBAs call themselves.
Well, no, we're not pretendians. We're foundational Black Americans, sir.
No, not the ones who. I'm not talking about the ones who at least own up to the fact that they're Black. I'm talking about the ones who say that they're not Black.
Well, yeah, to be a foundational Black American, Black is in the word. So
no. But there's a sect of FBAs that don't claim any Black. They
which there is, and I have an issue with some of them not claiming their Blackness, but that doesn't deny their indigenous heritage. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I mean? Just because they don't like the term Black and don't use the term Black doesn't mean that they're not Black, and it doesn't mean that they're not Aboriginal or nor indigenous. So you can't pick a fight with the indigenous peoples because they don't want to use the term, because you're not our peoples. Stand down, hostile Haitian.
Sir, somebody.
No, not the ones who. I'm not talking about the ones who at least own up to the fact that they're Black. I'm talking about the ones who say that they're not Black.
Well, yeah, to be a foundational Black American, Black is in the word. So
no. But there's a sect of FBAs that don't claim any Black. They call themselves Indians or natives or whatever the fuck they call themselves.
Well, there's 45 million foundational.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about that particular sect that don't want to claim any African. I tell them, those motherfuckers, to stay out of Africans' business.
Well, Africans stay out of our business, though. That's
I'm talking about the sect that don't claim Africa. Right. Stay out of Africa's business.
Well, the thing is, if you're on your own land, which is us, we're on foundational Black.
He's talking about stay out of Africans' business. Nigga, we're not in Africa. It's Africans that's in our shit all up in our business. But yet you're not going to open your little fish mouth to tell the Africans to stay out of Black American business. Huh? You little fish mouth tether. These little fucking trout mouth tethers look like somebody inside of the Krusty Krab eating a burger. You ever seen them little fish inside of SpongeBob show? They just be sitting around like little extras. Hell, we got a big, long, wide-ass mouth.
Out of Africans' business.
Well, Africans stay out of our business, though. That's
no, I'm talking about the sect that don't claim Africa. Right. Stay out of Africa's business.
Well, the thing is, if you're on your own land, which is us, we're on foundational Black American land, why do people from Africa try to get in the business over here? They come to our ancestral burial sites and try to get moral clout. And I think that's where people got some issues.
Because just like me as a Haitian American, we have ancestral shit over here in America too. Like,
bro, y'all don't got nothing ancestral over here. What are y'all talking about? Y'all don't have nothing ancestral over here. They're gonna try to link fucking Chicago and Louisiana to being some type of Haitian tetherland. That is absolutely hogwash. It's bullshit.
Out, and I think that's where people got some issues.
Because just like me as a Haitian American, we have ancestral shit over here in America too. Like if you go to Savannah, Georgia, there's like a memorial that commemorates what the fuck we did here.
Man, what the fuck did a Haitian do in Georgia besides get drug around by the French, got forced to fight, got your ass kicked, and then ran back to Haiti? Y'all didn't do nothing significant. It ain't really nothing to memorialize. A lot of you guys were helping here to cause disruption amongst the indigenous and Black nations that were here. You know, Haitians wasn't here helping. You know, they were causing more disruption than anything.
No, the fact that y'all have Louisiana, the fact that y'all got.
Let's slow down.
Do you hear this little fucking tether?
What the fuck we did here?
No,
the fact that y'all have Louisiana, the fact that y'all got.
Let's slow down.
Let's run this back a little bit. Let's
got some issues.
Because just like me as a Haitian American, we have ancestral shit over here in America too. Like if you go to Savannah, Georgia, there's like a memorial that commemorates what the fuck we did here.
No,
the fact that y'all have Louisiana, the fact that y'all got.
Let's slow down. Down in Savannah, there was a handful of soldiers who came over with the French, who got their ass kicked by the British, basically. So yeah, that's not really nothing to commemorate. They got their ass tore up by the British. It was a small handful of Haitians. Now, what were you about to say about New Orleans? My God. MacArthur, what you about to say about New Orleans? Let's hear this. Unmute your mic, brother. Lord.
No, I'm just saying, New Orleans, that whole area, Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase, if any of y'all do any kind of research or study, I'm not sure if the people that follow you do any of that, but the Louisiana Purchase would not have happened had it not been for the Haitians. You heard?
Yeah, but that was
I just want to make sure that your audience knows that.
Okay, but
I know you know that. I know you know.
Well,
I just want to make sure your audience knows.
Now, I know the context of it. Okay, that was an inadvertent.
All them damn pretendians that follow you, all of them. I just want to make sure.
Okay, he's tether babbling. Okay, yeah.
First of all, when he talking about his people coming up here, they was just a bunch of little nigglet island boys that was coming around with the French. As a matter of fact, in 1779, when the French brought the few thousand people here, and out of those few thousand, a couple hundred of those happened to be Haitian slaves or POWs, there was no name Haitian. Haitian wasn't officially named that country. There was no people called Haitian on the planet in 1779 because there was no country with a flag nor a nation called Haiti. I want that to be clear. in 1779, which is where he's referring to, there was no such thing as a Haitian. So how can they build a memorial for Haitians when Haiti didn't even exist? Huh? See, we're gonna get to some scholarship here today. We're gonna get to some scholarship today. Haiti didn't become officially Haiti until 1804. So there was no Haitians before 1804 because there was no nation called Haiti. So how do you got a memorialization for Haitians when there was no country or no Haitians? That's not making no sense. You see, this is the revived history that a lot of these people like to spew. We're here to get to the facts. We're going to debunk all this bullshit. The Louisiana Purchase, bullshit. Do I got to break this shit down to you guys? Who sold it? Where's the receipt for the purchase? Matter of fact, what is the guidelines to what particular lands was purchased? See, these are the things that they're not telling you. This is all fabricated lies here to twist the history of the Americans. Then they try to revive and write other people and themselves into our history. I wish we had some people in here listening because we're going to cook a little bit.
My God. MacArthur, what you about to say about New Orleans? Let's hear this. Unmute your mic, brother. Lord.
No, I'm just saying, New Orleans, that whole area, Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase, if y'all, if any of y'all do any kind of research or study, I'm not sure if the people that follow you do any of that, but the Louisiana Purchase would not have happened had it not been for the Haitians. You heard?
Yeah, but that was a
I just want to make sure that your audience knows that.
Okay, but
I know you know that. I know you know.
Well,
I just want to make sure your audience knows.
Now, I know the context of it. Okay, that was an inadvertent.
All them damn pretendians that follow you, all of them. I just want to make sure they.
Okay, he's tether babbling. Okay, yeah.
That's what they do a lot of tether babbling, trying to explain their way around it. See, this is the thing. Black indigenous heritage is the most deeply rooted heritage in America. When we talk about cultural empires, America is probably one of the most significant cultural empires on the planet, meaning we are able to shape the world, have influence over the world based off of cultural significance, not based off of hostile presence. A lot of countries determine their influence based off of hostile, aggressive takeovers. We don't have to do that, man. Like, our culture is just so timeless and, it's so beautiful. It's just so revered that everybody just want to be the fly muffs from the Americas, but they're not us. You're not us. So respect it or check it. So whether you want to agree or not, Black, Indigenous, or Aboriginals, or FBA, or the true American Indians have always been here on this land, no matter what identity you want to call it. I like to say FBA because the majority of our people like to identify, and more particularly, I exclusively identify FBAs as the true Aboriginal people of this land. I happen to understand the true identity. Excuse me. I happen to understand the true identity of indigenous peoples based off of colonial reclassification and paper genocide. So a lot of tribes didn't get wiped out. They didn't get killed. They didn't get erased. You understand me? They still here. They was physically still here. They're physically still here. But on records, on paper, on document, they were erased. And so this is the part of history that is not going to be elaborated on. They're going to tell you that there was tons of indigenous tribes here and that the Europeans came here and wiped them out with little blankets with illnesses in it. All right. That is malarkey. They're still here. They did something called paper genocide. There's no way that there's no document, images, or physical records that shows millions of indigenous people being slaughtered or brutally killed. Where are the burial grounds for these people? You see what I'm saying? And like I said, they have absolutely no records of the bodies because there is no bodies. They turned you into a citizen. They turned you into a ward of the state. You became POW'd after you didn't give up your tribe. I mean, after you didn't leave your ancestral land. So what they did was change the name and then took the land, because the land is tied to people with a particular title. And if they change the people's name in the title, then the landowner doesn't exist no more. See, this is the name of the game that they have played amongst indigenous Negroes here in America. We're going to break some more of this shit down, but let's finish listening to this hostile tether. You understand me? And if y'all in the building rocking out with your brother Aboriginal Power, if y'all can hear me loud and clear, I want to make sure we're good on you guys in real quick before we start the video. Back up, drop a fire emoji in the chat. That just lets me know, and it indicates to me that you guys can hear me loud and clear. Also, family, if you're really supporting the channel and really rocking out with the family, go ahead and support the channel. Cash App information is now in the live chat. All right. So we do appreciate the love and support. Let's get right back into some more of this heat.
Would not have happened.
Let's run it back.
That whole area, Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase. If y'all, if any of y'all do any kind of research or study, I'm not sure if the people that follow you do any of that, but the Louisiana Purchase would not have happened had it not been for the Haitians. You heard?
Yeah, but that was a.
I just want to make sure that your audience knows that.
Okay, but
I know you know that. I know you know.
No, nobody knows that, bro. Because in Louisiana Purchase was officially purchased in 1803. There was no country or nation called Haiti in 1803. I want y'all to look this up, family. Do not take my word for it. Do your research. I'm giving y'all some shit to research this morning. Look and see when Haiti became an official nation, and then look up when the Louisiana Purchase happened. Okay? There was no country named Haiti in 1803 at the finalization of the alleged Louisiana Purchase. So how the fuck can you say your Haitian people helped the Louisiana Purchase when there was no nation called Haiti? Once again, we're chopping the myth.
All you do any of that, but the Louisiana Purchase would not have happened had it not been for the Haitians. You heard?
Yeah, but that was a.
I just want to make sure that your audience knows that.
Okay, but
I know you know that. I know you know.
Well,
I just want to make sure your audience knows.
Now I know the context of it. Okay, that was an inadvertent.
All them damn pretendians that follow you, all of them. I just want to make sure they.
Okay, he's tether babbling. Okay.
He's mad at the Aboriginal people because listen, they see a lot of these tethers are hope, wishing, and praying that you never figure out your true identity. They're banking on you to stay Africanized. They are banking on for you to stay a slave victim brought over here, and your results in America is through a transatlantic slave trade. See, the tethers are banking and hoping, wishing, and praying that the so-called FBA doesn't figure out their Aboriginal lineage. See, we have rightful and truly ties to this land through Aboriginal lineage. And with us having Aboriginal lineage and us being the true heirs of this land, the true people who built it through physicality, blood, sweat, and tears, they can't make you a second-class citizen by being a lost African or a stolen African. See, when you claim your Aboriginal presence, they have no trump card. I'm telling you, family, if we're playing spades, your Aboriginal indigenous lineage is the joker. That is the wild card. They have no argument against it besides, you niggas ain't Indians, you guys ain't indigenous. But when Sally Sue says that she's 1/16 Cherokee, nobody questions her. When Brad Pitt said he's Choctaw, nobody questions him. When Iron Eyes Cody went around portraying himself as an indigenous Indian, nobody questioned it. It's only become a question when the true Aboriginal indigenous people stake claim to their lineage and heritage. See, that let me know that there's a stride effort to disrupt the motivational knowledge itself. There's been a stride effort to cover, bury up, hide, and ignore the true lineage of the peoples in America. See, Black Americans, FBAs, are now getting into their Aboriginal lineage. They're now saying, we're not African. We are American by genetics. We're American by culture. We're American by every means to what it means to be an American. Now the African story is becoming a backseated conversation because people are now listening to grandma. They're now listening to great granddad. They're now listening to great auntie, and they're no longer listening to the oppressing class to get their lineage from. They're going to their actual family to get their lineage. Okay, we do not need to go to mainstream Western education or any slavevoyages.com to get your lineage when your lineage is right here in your hometown, right here in your local area. Okay, family. So let's get right back into listening to some more of this hostile tether. If y'all rocking with me, like I said, drop a fire emoji. I don't know why y'all so quiet in the chat. I know we got 19 people listening to us right now on Twitter X. Salute to the FBAs and my Aboriginal family listening in. Y'all already know the vibes. This is the Wake and Bake Show, but I do need the family on Twitter X to do your brother a quick favor. Share the live stream. Give us a quick retweet. Also, hashtag Aboriginal Power when y'all share this on Twitter, family. Hashtag Aboriginal Power. I appreciate the love and support. Just give us a quick repost, a quick retweet. We really appreciate it. Family that's listening in on YouTube, you already know the vibes. Hit that like button and give us a quick share, family. Give us a quick share on the YouTube side of things. That means share it to your social media, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever the case may be. Share the live stream, family. All right. Salute to everybody that's in the building. This is your fly player brother, Aboriginal Power, and this is the Wake and Bake Show. Let's get back to it.
Okay, yeah. Napoleon, because he was in several wars, including with Haiti, and he was warring with other people, he said, fuck it, let me sell this shit. My money is tight. So it was an indirect thing, but here's the problem. When Napoleon sold it to the U.S. government, it expanded slavery. So it actually turned out bad for us, sir. That didn't work out in our favor. We had to be enslaved longer in more areas.
Right.
So, yeah. So we want to look at it from that perspective. It didn't really work out for us like.
Right. Because before the Louisiana Purchase, those areas wasn't even called Louisiana. It was called Western Florida. Even Louisiana today historically was known as Western Florida. It was the Western Florida area. So people that went to bed in Western Florida in 1803 woke up one day and was in Louisiana out of nowhere. They went to sleep in Florida, but woke up in a new area called Louisiana. This is what happened. We know that slavery wasn't happening like that in Florida. You know, the Seminoles was fighting against that. A lot of the indigenous people fought against the so-called slavery. So they expanded, they created this new zone territory that they call Louisiana. Now look at this frog mouth ass nigga. We about to zoom in on this nigga in a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, but we have to fight our way out of it eventually. There you go. What's going on, brother? Oh, turn your microphone on. Turn your microphone on. Turn your microphone back on. I can't hear you, sir. There you go. There you go. Now you down in Florida, Brother MacArthur?
No, I'm in New York.
You're in New York. Okay. Yes, indeed. Now, when have you been back to visit?
You can tell a frog mouth motherfucker when you see one. When you look at a nigga and you see his mouth as big as a motherfucking Coke can, it's an issue. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get right back into some more of this heat, though. Let's get back into some more of this heat, though, family. Let's go. Let's get it.
In Haiti?
Yes, I have.
When was the last time you went to Haiti?
Right after you left.
Oh, this was shit. When did I do 1804?
Right after you did that 1804, I was like, it's a little funny, like that you was able to fly drones in Haiti and do all types of shit that.
Damn, he said it's funny that Tariq Nasheed was even able to fly drones in Haiti. Is Tariq Nasheed an agent? Now look at this nigga, man. You could have told me, you could tell this nigga from the islands.
Haiti.
Yes, I have.
When was the last time you went to Haiti?
Right after you left.
Oh, this was shit. When did I do 1804?
Right after you did that 1804, I was like, it's a little funny, like that you was able to fly drones in Haiti and do all types of shit that I wouldn't be able to do as easily as you've been able to do.
Yeah, and
he was able to fly drones out there. I'm like, damn, that's some agent type shit.
Agent to fly a drone in a third world?
He said that's some agent
in a third world country.
Now look how wide this nigga snout is. This is what you call a goddamn guppy fish snout. That boy got a snout like a mother a sloth mouth.
Country, how's that?
It ain't any third world country. We got resources over there.
Dude, that's a third world country, sir.
It's a third world country because your daddy and your
see, they always wanna never take self accountability. Your place is the third world country because y'all can't get it popping. Y'all too busy over there eating seasoned dirt cookies served up with a cat. Y'all eating cat and dirt cookies while Chief Barbecue over there starving you niggas out. And you gonna put the blame on the United States, which does not even have any stake in Haiti? The United States doesn't have any stake in Haiti. How are you going to blame us for your failed misery? This is the shit that we're talking about, family.
Funny, like that you was able to fly drones in Haiti and do all types of shit that I wouldn't be able to do as easily as you've been able to do.
Yeah, and
he was able to fly drones out there. I'm like, damn, that's some agent type shit.
Agent to fly a drone in a third world third world country? How's that?
It ain't any third world country. We got resources over there.
Dude, that's a third world country.
It ain't just any third world country. We got resources over there. If you had resources over there, you long-headed ass Tether, you would be over there abstracting and utilizing the actual resources in your homeland. Since Haiti is 98% ran by Haitians, y'all should be having a corner market on your own resources, having international trade, creating economic wealth for your entire nation. But yet you're a fleeing Tether in America, riding our coattail, picking up our crumbs to sustain yourself. Make that make sense.
I wouldn't be able to do as easily as you've been able to do.
Yeah, and
he was able to fly drones out there. I'm like, damn, that's some agent type shit.
Agent to fly a drone in a third world third world country? How's that?
It ain't any third world country. We got resources over there.
Dude, that's a third world country, sir.
It's a third world country because your daddy and your mommy, your white mommy and your white daddy made it a third world country.
White mommy, y'all had to pay white mommy and white daddy France, sir. That's why you over here with us. And what does an agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to do something? Don't get quiet.
That's a good question. What the fuck do y'all got? That's a good question, brother Tariq. What the fuck do y'all got that makes us want to be an agent to you?
And your mommy, your white mommy and your white daddy made it a third world country.
White mommy, y'all had to pay white mommy and white daddy France, sir. That's why you over here with us. And what does an agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to do something? Don't get quiet. What the fuck does an agent have to do over there and they're in abject poverty?
What does it? Oh, excuse me?
Nothing. Yeah. What would
What the fuck did you just say?
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What the fuck was an agent need to do over there?
You explain that. You answer that.
It's your lie.
You answer that question, brother.
It's your lie.
You say how you got stuck. Look how you look. This how you know Tariq hit him with some real shit. Look what he said.
Sir. That's why
your daddy and
no, he was so confident when he was talking. Look at this.
Your mommy, your white mommy and your white daddy made it a third world country.
White.
Now look how he look. Now watch this question that Tariq asked him.
Mommy, y'all had to pay white mommy and white daddy France, sir. That's why you over here with us.
Now look at his face after that. Watch this.
And what does an agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all
Damn, that nigga lip
got
start
over there
growl.
that an agent need to do something?
You see his lip
What does an
growl?
agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to do something? What does an agent need to do in Haiti?
Look, he snared his lip up and flared his nose up when he said it. He literally growled at Tariq Nasheed when he said, that nigga sound like a trembling dog over there, but a goat mouth ass fish. That nigga done snouted his little mouth up. He was upset with that question. When you watch Tether body language, fam, they be so upset, man. He couldn't even hide it if he wanted to. God damn, I hate to have that snout bite you. You might need a tetanus shot.
What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to
Look, he tried to hide it. Now look at him close his
do
eyes.
something?
Watch him lift his mouth up, snarling. Then he closed his eyes.
What does an agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to do something? Don't get quiet. What the fuck does an agent have to do over there and they're in abject?
Look at him. He's looking up because he don't have an answer. He hears Tariq Nasheed very clearly. Then he plays the "what did you say" game, trying to buy some more time to come up with a fake answer that he's scrambling for. He's getting completely destroyed because he don't have an adequate answer for the question that Tariq Nasheed is providing to him.
Sir, that's why you over here with us. And what does an agent need to do in Haiti? What the fuck y'all got over there that an agent need to do something? Don't get quiet. What the fuck does an agent have to do over there and they're in abject poverty?
What does it? Oh, excuse me?
Well, nothing. Yeah. What would an
What the fuck
agent?
did you just say?
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What
Look at him. He's trying to make up some shit.
the fuck was an agent need to do over there?
Look at him. Eyes raised, bro. Look, he's totally shocked by the question. The looking off to the right side of his body, looking up also indicates that he's searching for an answer. Then the raise of the eyebrows while listening to Tariq Nasheed also indicates that he's surprised by the line of questioning, meaning he doesn't even have an answer for. By the way, I study body language, family. I study body language quite well. We're going to break down this Tether's body language.
What does it? Oh, excuse me?
Well, nothing.
This is him buying time. That's why Tariq said, what, nothing?
Yeah. What would an
What the fuck did you
agent?
just say?
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What the fuck?
He said, you're in abject poverty. You're over here. You don't have no resources. Now watch him look up, trying to scramble for an answer to respond.
What does an agent need to do over there?
Boom. This look right here, the raise of the eyebrows, the looking up. He doesn't have anything. This is a face of failure. Gotcha, bitch. You see what I'm saying? Tariq Nasheed hit him with the question. Gotcha, bitch.
You explain that.
Look, and his answer was, you explain how you are an agent. First of all, little Tether dude, you made the claim that Tariq Nasheed is an agent because he flew drones in a third world country. So Tariq Nasheed asking you, what would I need to be an agent to your country for? So you supposed to elaborate on why he would be an agent. He doesn't even have an adequate answer to his own goddamn statement. He can't even elaborate.
Nothing. Yeah. What would an
What the fuck did you
agent?
just say?
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What the fuck was an agent need to do over there?
You explain that. You answer that.
It's your lie.
Look, he forgot that he the one made the statement. So when he said it's your lie, look at him look off again. This is another law, a blank look, another surprise question from Tariq Nasheed. This is your lie. Why don't you explain it? He like, damn, I forgot that I even said that lie. He's not smart enough.
You answer that question, brother.
It's your lie. Your lie don't make sense to you. I can't make sense out of your dumb ass lie. You just thought about how dumb your lie sounded.
He really did.
So
You can see it on his face, like, damn, that lie does sound dumb as shit.
What
So,
would an agent need to do in
Smalls, so
broke?
Professor Smalls is lying too?
No. What would an agent need to?
These niggas always bringing up other Tether sympathizers. Niggas like 19 Keys, James Smalls, Umar Johnson. These are Tether sympathizers. They go just as hard for the Tether than the actual Tether himself, which is why we put together the Tether Task Force, okay, to stop Tethers like you, okay? And I am the chief and commander of the Tether Task Force. Salute to all my Tether Task Force members out there, family.
Over there, and they're in abject poverty.
What does it? Oh, excuse me?
Nothing. Yeah. What would an
What the fuck
agent?
did you just say?
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What the fuck would an agent need to do over there?
You explain that. You answer that.
It's your lie.
You answer that question, brother.
It's your lie. Your lie don't make sense to you. I can't make sense out of your dumb ass lie. You just thought about how dumb your lie sounded. What would an agent need to do in broke?
So Professor Smalls is lying too?
No. What would an agent need to do in broke ass, hungry, third world Haiti, sir?
Well, we got resources over there, motherfucker.
That you don't have control over, fool. You don't have control over them. You don't have control over none of the oil that.
How you ain't got resource control over your own resource, and you're 98% of the population. Haitians are 90% of the people that is in Haiti. That means y'all the majority. It's only 2% of foreigners there. Why are y'all not controlling the abstract materials of your resources? You got 2% of foreign nations that are abstracting the 100% of your resources. That is the most adequate question that he could have asked. Let me run it back so y'all can get the whole gist for those that are just coming in. And for those that is just coming in, shout out to the family. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. Make sure y'all share this live stream on YouTube, family. Share this on your Twitter, X space. We do appreciate everybody for coming in. Y'all already know the vibes. We standing on business. We on code, delineating and expressing our lineage, and also stepping on these tethers next. You already know the vibes, man. Hit that like button if y'all here rocking out with your brother in the Wake and Bake Show. Drop a fire emoji, man. Let the brother know y'all in the chat. Get some energy in here. I know it's still early. Y'all still moving around. Drop some fire emojis. Let us know the energy in the building. Let's go.
You're in abject poverty. You're over here. What the fuck would an agent need to do over there?
You explain that. You answer that.
It's your lie.
You answer that question, brother.
It's your lie. Your lie don't make sense to you. I can't make sense out of your dumb ass lie. You just thought about how dumb your lie sounded. What would an agent need to do in broke?
So Professor Smalls is lying too?
No. What would an agent need to do in broke ass, hungry, third world Haiti, sir?
Well, we got resources over there, motherfucker.
That you don't have control over, fool. You don't have control over them. You don't have control over none of the oil that you don't have control over them, sir. What you talking about? Talking about the resources. That's in the ground that you have no control over.
Your white daddy has.
Your white daddy has control of our resources and our land. Majority of the Haitians that don't got it. It's your white daddy, nigga. Come on now, you hostile tether. Why don't you got it? I thought y'all kicked ass and ran these people out your land. Why y'all don't got the resources?
You answer that question, brother.
It's your lie. Your lie don't make sense to you. I can't make sense out of your dumb ass lie. You just thought about how dumb your lie sounded. What would an agent need to do in broke? So
Professor Smalls is lying too?
No. What would an agent need to do in broke ass, hungry, third world Haiti, sir?
Well, we got resources over there, motherfucker.
That you don't have control over, fool. You don't have control over them. You don't have control over none of the oil that you don't have control over them, sir. What you talking about? Talking about the resources. That's in the ground that you have no control over.
Your white daddy has control of our resources, motherfucker.
That's your white daddy, because that's
your white daddy, motherfucker.
You fled your musty ass over here to be under white daddy, turtle mouth nigga. You fled over here to be under white daddy with you in that hairline. You came over here to be under white daddy. So what does that say about you? Huh? Unmute your microphone, turtle mouth.
That's a good ass question. Oh, it's your white daddy that took our resources. It's them that fucked us over. It's y'all. Why would you run your fleeing ass over here to white daddy, quote unquote? If white daddy screwed you over, took your resources from your land, talking about Americans, why did you run to America? Huh? That's a body bag question. Gotcha, bitch.
That hairline. You came over here to be under white daddy. So what does that say about you? Huh? Huh? Unmute your microphone, turtle mouth. Why you flew over here to be around white daddy?
Gotcha, bitch.
You ain't over there in your homeland, sir. Oh, unmute your microphone.
I'm here to get my
It's a snapping turtle. It's a snapping turtle.
check, bitch.
You ain't getting your check. You ain't over there in your homeland, sir. Oh, unmute your microphone.
I'm here to get my check, bitch.
You ain't getting your check, you
I'm here to
mustard.
get my check, bitch.
No. France has your check.
I'm here to get my check.
You ain't getting no check. You're not getting nothing. And are you in prison?
No, motherfucker.
Are you in prison, sir? Is that a prison? Is that a prison uniform? You look like you in a work release prison uniform or something, sir. Yeah, cut all that tough guy talk out.
Right, he in a law library in the jail.
Is that a prison uniform? You look like you were.
Look, that nigga in a law library. That nigga trying to figure his way up out the can.
In a work release prison uniform or something, sir. Yeah, cut all that tough guy talk out, sir. Because, yeah, if it weren't for us, you'd be over there with barbecue right now, hungry and dusty, sir. Now get your mustache off my phone. The hell out of here. Stop trying to sound.
Damn, he knew his ass was barbecued. See, these are the terroristic threats that we be dealing with. See, we cannot allow these foreign tethers to come around us to try to spew this type of nonsense. We really can't. We really can't allow these people to keep doing this. You see what I'm saying? And so that was just, and this not just from one type of tethers come in all different fashions. They from Africa and all the way out to Haiti and everywhere in between. As a matter of fact, let's listen to some of these African tethers and how they almost unanimously speaks the same sentiments towards Black Americans. Y'all drop those fire emojis. Let's get right back into some more of this heat.
Calling from Ghana.
Are you in Ghana?
Corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic.
Yes, I'm in Ghana.
Allergic reactions.
Okay. What's that noise, brother? What's that noise?
Yeah, I'm
You should not receive a live vaccine.
That nigga listening to a commercial for medicine with bushmeat illness. You got to take 2 prescriptions of these bushmeat illness pills, and it may have side effects. A scratchy, itchy ass. God damn.
Noise, brother. What's that noise?
yeah, I'm
You should not receive a live vaccine.
let me see.
Treated with Epclis. Before starting Epclis, tell your doctor.
What in the world is that? Oh, Lord. I'm waiting on King Bash to come on back. I guess he got in his Uber, and I don't know what that is. All right.
I don't.
Hey, man, shout out to all my proud Americans that's in the building, man. I just want to say it straight up like that. Where is my proud Americans that's in the building real quick? I want to say shout out to the real ones in the building. It's always a blessing when we got the family in the building that's standing on American business. If y'all don't hear this enough, I'm going to tell you now, we appreciate y'all work. We appreciate y'all coming through these platforms, sharing the live stream, engaging in the conversation, and standing on your lineage and on your and on your homeland, family. Shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys, and especially shout out to you guys that defends your Black American brothers and sisters from outsiders that ridicule them and talk down on them while also utilizing our culture. Shout out to you guys that help protect us as well. Shout out to you. We do appreciate y'all work, man. So shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Cash App information is in the chat. Let's at least get 5 people to support today's live stream. Let's get at least 5 people to support today's live stream. Shout out to all my Black Americans, Aboriginal, Indigenous Americans, no matter what y'all identify as. Y'all know I know the difference between you and the damn tether. Okay? I am the chief and commander of the Tether Task Force. So it's only right that we know what the damn tether is. So shout out to everybody that's rocking out with us. Shout out to QT on duty. Shout out to the family over there on Twitter X tapping in. Make sure y'all tap in Twitter X. If y'all comment, we will read y'all comments and highlight those as well. So shout out to the family listening in on Twitter X. Shout out to the family that snuck into the building that I didn't get to shout out. We do see y'all in the building. Salute y'all. And if y'all rocking out with the live stream, drop a fire emoji, man. Turn your brother up. Let a nigga know that y'all in the building. You understand what I'm saying? And also quick check to the family. Roll call check for the family. I want to see where everybody tuning in from. Where's Aboriginal Power tapped in at right now? What states, what cities are we tapped in at? Y'all put them in the chat. Let me know, and we'll highlight those. Shout out to the family that's in the chat. Let's get right back into some more of this heat. If y'all ready to go ahead and rock the house out, like I said, get in that chat and let's go.
He's on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. Need the blood and be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
They good now?
Yes, yeah, everything good.
All right. So you're in Ghana right now, right?
Right.
Okay. What, man, brother? You got a lot going on. Are you over there barbecuing bushmeat? What are you doing, sir? You're doing a lot.
No, I'm charging my Tesla.
Oh, okay. There you go, my man.
I'm charging my Tesla, nigga, and I'm using a energy plug to connect it to test my Tesla, nigga.
So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, brother?
I mean, what is on my mind is about FBA.
Okay, what about it?
Listen, FBA. Listen, I really want the black race, right? I really want the black race to strive, right? But I think the FBA is dividing us. They are doing the work of the white.
So FBA is now dividing Africans because FBAs want to love on FBAs more, and we're actually describing and specifying who we are exclusively. That's not a divisive thing. You can't equate something that is generally acknowledging the facts about something being divisive. You feel what I'm saying? You can't turn delineation to divisiveness. You can't expect for us to exclusively identify who we are when you exclusively identify as you are. We can't just call you a blanket term like African without you correcting me and telling me that you're Nigerian and that Nigerians is different than people from Ghana. And people from Ghana is different from people from Zimbabwe. So y'all can specify and delineate from one another and have exclusive specificity about who you are, but we can't exclusively specify who we are. We can't exclusively specify who we are. Is that what they're doing now? The term delineation means the action of describing or portraying something precisely. Description, presentation, depicting, and representation. So what we're saying is we don't need anyone that's outside of us to represent us because you're not specifically us. This is what delineation is. It's separating the bullshit from the real. Delineation is loving your people and identifying exclusively as your particular own group, as your own culture, as your own lineage. Okay?
Is to strive, right? But I think the FBA is dividing us. They are doing the work of the whiteys by dividing us. I think, and my point is that, listen, my point is that they're doing this just because of the checks they think they're gonna get, right?
So wait, let's slow down. So you're saying 45, well, actually it's 49 million people, foundational Black Americans, because that's who foundational Black Americans are. There's 49 million Black people who have lineage going to the beginning of the United States. So you're saying that all of them are doing what to get a check?
Yeah, so I think they are trying to divide us because they think they're gonna get a check. And
okay, slow down. Okay,
right.
Divide us from what? We got to be together to be divided. What are we together on as continental Africans and foundational Black Americans? What are we together on?
Right. So I've heard people talking about they are indigenous Blacks. There's nothing like indigenous Black. All Black people came from Africa, whether we like it or not. That's the
everybody.
truth.
Hell, everybody came from Africa on the planet at one point, right?
Right, we are the first people on Earth. So
that means it's redundant. So now you have to differentiate people based on their ethnogenesis, sir. Everybody else's ethnogenesis is respected. Europeans came from damn Africa. East Indians came from Africa at one point. Asians came from Africa at one point.
Right.
Brazilians came from Africa. Nobody's going to them trying to force them to act like generic Africans. You respect their ethnogenesis. So are we a different? So why is our ethnogenesis not respected as a different ethnic group?
So my point is that FBA, your descendants are from Africa. I understand.
Everybody. So that again, that's redundant. Everybody at one point. So yeah, but we're not continental Africans, sir. We had an ethnogenesis. You understand that?
Yeah, okay. Listen, if you don't want to be an African, I understand.
Because I'm not a continental African. It's not that I don't want to be. I'm not. I visit Africa. I'm treated as a tourist, which is fine. I'm not a continental African. I have no citizenship.
You notice that it's a whole effort trying to Africanize us. And I'm glad that TARIQ NASHEED is saying I'm not a continental African, even though he still leans more towards African genetics somewhere in his lineage. I guess, I want to have a conversation with TARIQ NASHEED breaking down this Albert Purry's DNA, this Roman Moses DNA, predates any known African, lineage. You see what I'm saying? So we got to talk about that. But other than that, a lot of the FBAs are totally moving away from Africa as part of their lineage, as part of their culture, as part of their history, in general. And we're not African. We're not African genetics. 90% of Black Americans, I'm going to leave that number just like that. 90% of Black Americans who trace their lineage back before 1870 are in fact Aboriginal American, with no African lineage. I'm not saying that 10% might have a little bit of African lineage, but even the African lineage that the 10% might have is really insignificant as far as genetics, as far as cultural presence. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about the viral way later on. I'm going to kind of get to their ass later on. I want to kind of, address the viral way, because they be getting beat up all the time in conversations, which I'm going to play a clip from them getting totally demolished in the conversation. I call them the gang banging tethers. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the gang banging tethers, the viral way. But y'all got to be rational. And like I said, he commented on a couple of my videos yesterday. We was going back and forth in the comments, which I might even show y'all some of that. And like I told him, dude, we ain't got to do the back and forth. We can have a debate. I will come on your channel and demolish you on any talking point. You use half argument talking points. You deliberately leave shit out and to try to win an argument, which that's lying. Deliberately leaving something out, family, is a lie. You might not say it a lie, but deliberately leaving something out is still a lie, okay? I'm just letting you guys know. If y'all think you're not lying by deliberately not saying the full truth, that's still lying, okay? I'm just letting you know.
In no African nation. In fact, my lineage predates almost all of the African nations, almost all of them besides Ethiopia. So yeah, I'm not a continental African. I predate, and my lineage predates the modern African nation states, sir. So I'm not none of that.
All right. I will give you that. So, but why is FBA mad at President Mahama for coming to?
Nigga, why would we want a little bow-legged, fat-headed ass African coming over to our homeland trying to pull up some type of rank on our ancestral graves, or our brothers and sisters that was taken from Ghana or suffered a terrible thing here in America? And I think that Ghana should be able to get reparation. You trying to jump in front of our reparation shits, dude. We don't want these guys. Man, our ancestors would have spit on that nigga if they was around and them niggas came to our ancestral grave. We not tolerating that shit like that. That's cold-blooded disrespect, man. And then y'all come there with the UN meeting with Al Sharpton, 19 Keys, and James Smalls, bunch of sellout coons.
The UN, the only reason why he even came to US is because the UN that main thing was held in US, right? At UN. So he came to talk about his ancestors. John Mahama has an ancestors that were brought to Europe, America, all over the world, right?
Okay,
So-
let me tell you why. Okay, slow down. Let me tell you why people were not rocking with him.
Right.
A lot of people were calling him out because the thing is, they're not at liberty to jump in front of the reparations conversation. They were running up here trying to talk about reparations and compensation for them, for Africa, really. And we're saying no. And don't try to.
Right. He never once mentioned Black Americans. He said, we want reparation for Ghana, the Caribbean, and our South American brothers, our Puerto Rican brother. They didn't say shit about Black Americans. These niggas here trying to steal more shit. This is some international piracy type shit.
They were running up here trying to talk about reparations and compensation for them, for Africa, really. And we're saying no. And don't try to use us as a tag team to go in there and try to get reparations for your damn self, because those West African tribes and kingdoms were way too complicit. So they can't go to the European powers by themselves. They have to tag us along with them, and we're not trying to be used by these groups.
Right. That's why they needed a Al Sharpton, James Smalls. You see what I'm saying? A Condoleezza Wright, a Maxine Waters. They need some type of coon to help guide the way. You know, they got the cred that the Africans don't got.
So that's why he's getting called out. Africa, and especially over there in the Ghana area, they were way too complicit in the slave trade to turn around and act like victims, right?
Right. What do you have any evidence that they were complicit?
The damn Elmina Castle.
Elmina Castle, Goree Island, right outside of Nigeria, in Ghana. Goree Island. Come on, man. They just made a whole movie about the Woman King. The Woman King was about the Dahomey selling other slaves. It wasn't white people coming into those areas picking them up. They was just there. They was offering these niggas. It was just, just give me a bag of rice, nigga. You can take a nigga. You give me 2 bags of rice, you get a nigga slave, nigga.
Over there. That's the evidence. Y'all got the Elmina Castle sitting right there. What you mean evidence?
Right. But Africans didn't build that castle.
Yes, they did.
No, if you read history, the Portuguese built, I think, the Elmina Castle.
Yeah, along with the African tribes. The Portuguese had to pay rent to keep that castle there, sir. They had to pay land rent.
But Tariq, we know how whiteys, the colonizers, we know how they work, right? I don't listen. This
Y'all not gonna do that, bro. No.
This history is over 1,000 years. Nobody was there, right? We know how whitey work. Now, do you think the whitey work?
How they work? How they work?
These people take things by force. with guns
didn't
and
force
with
y'all. They
GUN
didn't
and
force.
stuff, with
No,
ammunition and
sir,
stuff. You know that,
sir. Those
right?
cannons at Elmina are forced.
Right, because you got to realize Ghana was having conflict with Nigeria and Congo. You see what I'm saying? So places like Angola was beefing with Ghana. So they started selling some of the Angola and captured Nigerian warriors that they were going to war with. And the Portuguese at the same time came into Ghana. And so they were actually initially beefing with the Portuguese, but created a contractual agreement to allow the Portuguese to build those castles in exchange for protection. So the Guyanese people was like, listen, we'll let y'all build here, but y'all got to help protect us against the Angolans and the Nigerians who are trying to come and invade. So they became a team ultimately with the Portuguese. This is known history. You can just do a simple fact check on this.
Outward, they're not forced inside. Those cannons are forced. Those cannons are faced towards the ocean. All right, they walked in there and made deals with them janky ass chiefs over there.
The reason why I don't believe that is because there was a time that they forced people to work on mines to get to.
That was later when y'all got colonized. When they fully colonized you, that's when they did that.
They did that, right?
And when the Portuguese went in there, the Portuguese went in there shaking hands, doing deals, sir. They went in there and saw them janky ass chiefs, and they were scandalous, and they started doing deals with them.
I mean, it's 1,000 years history, so nobody knows. But we know that England, for instance, decided that they're gonna return the golds and the diamonds and everything that they stole from Africa. If I don't know if you heard about it, there was a time ago England is like, listen, we stole these things from Africa and we have to return them. So these people didn't go to Africa to play it fair. I'm not gonna sit and say my ancestors were complicit. No, they could be held under we don't have ammunitions there to fight them. You know how these colonizers work.
No, sir. Right? No, sir. No, those were the Ashanti tribe. These were highly militarized tribes over there. And when those Portuguese people didn't pay that rent, some of those tribal chiefs would go up in there and hem them up. Sometimes they would unalive them if they weren't paying their rent for the Elmina Castle, sir. So they knew how to go in and regulate when they weren't getting their money. Let's be very clear. And the white tea supremacists, they were not going into the interior of Africa. They couldn't go into it because of the disease, and they just didn't know what was in there. Just Livingston was there.
Yeah, they didn't need to. The Portuguese and the Europeans, or in this particular case, the Portuguese, set up shop in Ghana, like I said. And the Guyanese people and government made a contractual deal for them to allow those castles to enslave other Africans. And also the contract consisted of the Portuguese help protecting the great Ghana Empire at that particular time.
They were some of the first people to penetrate, the Europeans to penetrate the interior of Africa. The interior of Africa was run by these middlemen who were complicit in the slave trade, sir. Y'all got to own up.
So how about all the golds and the diamonds and the ornaments that they stole from Africa? Are you saying we are complicit on that too?
Well,
it's another reason why Africa is
y'all made deals. The deal was they get land grabs in order to protect and bring educational stability to your country. So they protect the country, bring education to your country in exchange to abstract the resources. So y'all made deals for where they can just take the resources of your land with no limitation.
Sir, because what happened was they colonized y'all because y'all started signing them treaties with them. Y'all signed all them janky treaties, and they took those treaties to the Berlin Conference. And that's how they got you. Y'all were complicit. And then y'all
Okay.
it's like letting in vampires. You let in the vampires, you knew the people were evil, and you were complicit with it, and they turned on you. So yeah,
Okay,
you should have
so
known better.
right. I get what you mean. But so are you guys also, like I said, are you also complicit when
No,
they went?
no,
I'm
we're
coming.
not. No,
I have a
that's
question. I have a question.
No, let me answer that. No,
No,
we ain't
I
complicit.
didn't finish my question.
Okay, let's
So
hear
are
it.
you people also complicit when they went into your community and segregate you guys and Jim Crow, all the economic inequalities?
No, we weren't complicit because we didn't sign no treaty with them. We never signed a treaty.
This nigga said, was we complicit in Jim Crow and redlining? See, these are the tetheristic threats that we be dealing with, family. These are the tetheristic threats that we're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
Does it matter to sign? But
Yeah, it does
They
matter.
still did it. They still did it. though.
Yeah, and we fought against it. We fought against it.
So where have you guys? We still see how we see the condition of the Black community in America.
It's better.
It's not nothing to write home about.
Oh,
right?
yes, it is. It's better than what's over there.
No, it's not.
What you mean it's not?
Because listen, the reason why it's not because if I go to Ghana right now, I have say, right? Mahama have say in Ghana.
What say do you have? What say do you have?
Mahama is the president of Ghana. You guys don't have any power here.
Who don't have power?
Do FBA have any power here?
In America?
Yes.
You said here. Where are you?
No, I'm in Ghana. I'm in your place. Do
Okay.
FBA
Yeah, we do. We are the social. We are the social and soft power here. Yes, we do.
What do you run? Do you run anything?
We run the culture, sir, and that's the most
Which
important.
culture?
All of it. American culture.
That's my problem with FBA.
Slow down.
Listen,
Man,
if
you gotta slow down. Don't ask me a question and don't let me answer it, sir. We are
right. All right. I want to know what powers do you have?
the cultural power of this country. That's us, sir. We are
culture
the
power? Wearing
the culture-
Jordans? Is that wearing Jordans? Is that what you mean? Is that the power you're talking
Yeah,
about?
that's power because you know what? Yes, that's power. Those Jordans, because the sneaker culture is a global culture that's facilitated by us.
I'm talking about political power.
No, listen. No, yes. The Jordans, sneaker culture is $1 billion industry worldwide because of foundational Black Americans, sir. That's power. You got people around the world wearing Jordans because of foundational Black Americans, sir. And Michael Jordan, the man it's named after, is a billionaire because of it. That's power, sir.
No,
See how that works?
That wouldn't do anything for our people in the Black community.
It does.
How does that help? It even takes money. Nike takes.
They say you got no water in Africa. Nigga, do you know they nigga, y'all be wearing old sneakers like without sneakers, what would Africans be, bro? A bunch of tribal savages.
Money from us for wearing that Jordans. I have Jordans too. I paid for it. How is that power?
Yeah, that's power. The sneaker industry, that's power because you got a lot of Black people who have sneaker businesses. They resell sneakers. That's the thing that's facilitated by us. We control the sneaker market based on our culture, sir. You understand how that works?
No,
you don't have any power over there.
Because listen,
You don't have no power over there, sir. You have zero power. We have more power than you.
It took Mahama to go to UN to bring up about this slavery thing. What was FBA? What have you done? Nobody recognized you. No.
Oh, yes, they do. They had to come over here and bow down to our ancestors and try to get our ancestral energy.
Those ancestors
no. You better stop talking. Yeah, you had to come over here and try to get some legitimacy by going to our ancestral burial grounds, and you had to take some of these DNC flunkies up there to the UN with you. The president of Ghana could not have really made any kind of noise without foundational Black Americans. He couldn't have gone up there by himself because they were too complicit. Those West African kingdoms were way too complicit. He would have got laughed out of there if he was up there just representing West Africa. He needed us, sir.
Okay.
And that's why we're saying
you have
hell
power,
no.
right? You said you have power.
Yes,
When-
we do. We're the
Trump
cultural
became
power here.
president, okay.
We're the cultural power here, sir. You don't have no power over
I'm
there at
coming.
all.
When Trump became president,
Uh-huh.
300,000 female Black Americans lost their job. You can research it. 300,000.
That's a Democrat talking point. We don't
No.
know.
This is not talking point. These people lost their job. What have you done about it?
How
as
many
FBA?
thousands?
300,000 females, Black Americans have lost their job.
That.
Check.
I don't
No,
believe
check.
that.
Google. Google.
How you know how 300,000 Black females lost their jobs? How?
Check on Google right now. How many females from Black American community have lost their jobs since Trump became president? Check and see. Is the same people trying to?
That's a Democrat talking point.
No, that's not. We saw
what jobs did they lose? What jobs did they lose?
Federal jobs and stuff. Check and see.
Okay, I'm asking you. Don't tell me check and see. You tell me.
No,
what
I'm
jobs
telling
did they
you.
lose?
Yes,
What
federal jobs
did they
especially.
lose?
Federal jobs especially.
But how come every time I go into a federal building, there's a bunch of sisters in there working?
Yeah, yes, to 300,000 lost, right? So you don't have power. If you have power, help those
There's a
people.
bunch of them still working there. They're working for
but 300
TSA.
still lost.
They're working every time I go to the airport. Those TSA jobs, there's a bunch of FBA sisters in there. So what you talking about?
And they are not getting paid.
Yeah, they got some
You're not getting paid today.
agreement. They just got
You
a
see,
deal.
you don't have power. You don't.
You said they not getting paid. A giggly tether.
Jobs, there's a bunch of FBA
Silly tethers.
sisters in there. So what you talking
Right.
about?
And they are not getting paid.
Yeah, they got some agreement. They just got
You
a
see,
deal.
you don't have power. You don't. Your
I do
people are
have what you're
suffering,
talking about.
and
They
you
are
are here
getting
talking
paid.
about you have power. You don't.
They are
Okay.
getting paid. What are you
Okay,
talking
I have
about?
another question.
You just saying stuff. What power do
Republicans.
you have? What power do you have, sir?
What power?
Yeah.
If you come to Ghana right now, right? If I tell you to do something, you will do it. If Muhammad tells you to
What?
do something, you will do it. You have
What?
no say.
What
If
the hell
my
does that
president,
mean?
if my president Muhammad,
That's power. You tell me to do something, I'll do it. What is this, the 5th grade? What kind of power is that? That's no power. What are you talking about?
like
If he
Muhammad can
tells me
tell
to do
you,
something-
for instance,
No, I
Muhammad,
don't have to do it. No, if he tells me to do something, I don't have to do it. What are you talking about?
Muhammad can stop you from coming to Ghana, and it will happen. That would never happen. You can stop Trump from being president. You don't have power.
What? Yeah, we do. If we voted for somebody else, we would have voted
All
for
right,
somebody
so
else.
since
Let me tell you, no, slow down, because you're just saying stuff. Look,
No.
our power, man, stop talking. And stop giggling. Stop talking and giggling.
All
Yeah,
right.
our power, we crashed out Kamala Harris, your fellow tether. She tried to go for president, and we said no. That's our power. We made sure she didn't get in office. That's power, sir.
Okay.
And
What has Trump done to
slow
you?
down.
What
And
has
we and
Trump done for Black community?
stop talking. And we used our power again by not letting the damn Democrats get in office. That stopped a lot of your tether brothers and sisters from coming over here, didn't it?
All right, I have a question.
Right. That's power.
No, I have a
That's
question.
power.
No, you don't have power, and I have a
We
question.
do. And we ain't putting the cape on for your fellow tethers, and y'all getting deported, and they're getting deported up out of here. That's power too. See how that works?
So wait, so you voted for Trump, and he's
No, I didn't vote for Trump. No.
He's working
Listen,
overtime to destroy.
Stop talking. I didn't vote for Trump, but we didn't vote for Kamala. See how
Right.
that works?
No,
And that's
so
called, that's using power. That's
So-
power, sir.
so Trump got in, right? Because you did, and Trump
Because
got in. So
we used our power to not vote for Kamala,
right.
and that power got some of your tether brethren.
They don't like to give Black Americans credit. And that's one of the things that why we're delineating, man, because they'll take all the credit and innovations and inventions that our ancestors done and give it to the damn white man. American culture is quote unquote Black American Aboriginal culture. It is Aboriginal quote unquote Black American culture. There's nothing else to say. When you say American culture, you're talking about Black American culture, okay? The Aboriginals of this land. We're not talking about pale skins. And I know a lot of people will be listening to Aboriginal Power because I'm giving you a proper perspective that aligns the now wakening up to your lineage into the now where you at socially Black conversation. I make it make sense, family. I make it make sense. So, and listen to what TARIQ NASHEED, he's barbecuing this nigga.
See how that works?
No,
And that's called, that's using power. That's power, sir.
So Trump got in, right? Because you did, and Trump got in. So
we used our power to not vote for Kamala,
right?
And that power got some of your tether brethren deported. See, that's power.
I'm not talking about my brothers, and I'm talking about you and Trump.
Now you tell me our power. Ain't no me and Trump. Now, what's your power? You said your president can stop us from going over there.
Absolutely,
yeah, that's not power. That's not really power. Because most of us don't want to go over there.
He makes the rules. Do you make the rules that?
But most of us don't want to go over there, sir.
No, we don't need you guys there. We don't need to go.
We don't need to go there, sir. Well, y'all do need us because y'all do need us. Yeah, let me tell you something. Y'all do need us over there.
You don't.
Oh, you do.
That's not really power. Talking about you and Trump.
Now you tell me our power. Ain't no me and Trump. Now what's your power?
These people are butthurt. Talking about we don't need you. They're literally butthurt because we're delineating and not allowing them into our mix. Literally.
You said your president can stop us from going over there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not power. That's not really power. Because most of us don't want to go over there.
He makes the rules. Do you make the rules that?
But most of us don't want to go over there, sir.
No, we don't need you guys there. We don't
need to go. We don't need to go there, sir. Well, y'all do need us because y'all do need us. Yeah, let me tell you something. Y'all do need us over there.
You don't.
Oh, you do. Why y'all having Juneteenth celebrations over there in Ghana? Why y'all always got a year of return? Why y'all trying to get our tourist dollars over there? Y'all beg us to come over there, sir. Y'all ain't stopping us from coming over. Y'all begging us to come over there and bring some damn money. That's power, sir. Y'all begging us to come over there.
Which money do you have? Do you have money?
More than you.
No. With that food stamp, your community will be starving. With that food stamp,
how many millionaires do you have in your country?
How many what?
The reason a country like America even has food stamps is because the economic stability. It's called the safety net. And so taxpayers' money, a country that is only stable enough economically can have those type of things in place, which is why you don't have food stamps in none of the countries in Africa. And starvation is real. So it's starting to not even become that's not even an option because of the instability that's happening in their country.
How many millionaires are in your country?
Check and see.
None.
We don't have food stamps though.
Yeah, you ain't got no damn
we don't have
security. Yeah, you ain't got no. Yeah, you got bush meat. You got bush meat, so yeah, you got to go out there and get it from the bush because y'all don't have a functioning economy like that unless we come up. To have food stamps, you need a functional economy where you can.
Is it not better than
no? White supremacy? You don't have food stamps because you got to have a functioning economy for that, sir, and you don't have that. You have to have an economy to tax people in order to have that safety net. You don't have that, sir. That's why you have to flee, right?
Do you understand that when you meet me, you are losing the argument?
No. You're just not going to talk over me.
I'm not talking about it because you're not giving me time to talk.
No. You're bush me babbling, sir, because you're losing. Because you know how ridiculous you sound, so you think you're just going to talk over. You sound ridiculous. Now let's talk about your power. Let's hear about this.
We have power. I'll tell you about my powers.
Let's hear it.
We make, listen, in Ghana, we make the rules and regulations. You people don't
What
do
rules?
don't
What
make
rules? What rules?
any rules.
What time to wake up to get bushmeat? What rules?
Not food stamps though.
Yes, sir. Y'all got bushmeat stamps. All right. Yeah,
we don't get free stamps.
No, you don't get you get Red Cross rice. They gotta drop off grain for your ass. They gotta drop off helicopters of damn wheat and oatmeal, sir. So yeah, you don't need, you get something different from food stamps. You get Red Cross donations, sir. Is that
We are not
power?
freeloaders. We are not freeloaders.
Oh yes, you are, sir.
No, we are not.
Sir,
We are not.
You're running around there shitting on the streets, wiping your ass with tree bark. What power do you have, sir?
See, milestone thoughts. You starting to sound like a damn tether, milestone thoughts. I'm gonna read your comment out loud, brother. I want you to hit the link because you're gonna have to get you're gonna get some straightening eventually, son. Let me talk to you right quick. You said you keep saying lineage when lineage means bloodline. It's nothing spectacular about it. Now that's something almost exactly what a tether will utter. Milestones, I don't want to call you a tether or a tether sympathizer, but I'm gonna need you to hit the link to come elaborate, because obviously you're gonna have to come get a teaching. I gotta teach you today. So hit that link and we're gonna chop it up.
Trump doesn't even like your kind. That's the point. Republicans don't like you guys. They don't even like you guys. They
We
call you all
ain't
kinds
trying
of
to be
names. They
liked.
call you all kinds of
We
names.
like each other. We ain't trying to be liked. We like each other.
How many of you?
That's why we ain't wiping our ass on the streets like you.
Go to California. They've been pooping on streets. We see it.
No, they're not. Homeless.
No,
homeless
they
white
are.
people.
Go and see.
Homeless white people. Yeah, but
No,
y'all do
go
that.
there and see.
That's your community, sir.
Without
That's
food
your
stamps,
power.
food stamps, your community will be.
You got the power to shit on the streets. Is that real power, sir?
It happens in California too.
No, it doesn't, sir.
Check and see.
No, it doesn't. Have you been out here?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, sir. Your nervous tether laugh.
Yeah, that's definitely a little nervous tether laugh. Milestone thoughts. What's the good old big deal, man?
What's happening with you?
What are you talking about in the chat, man? I don't want to take it out of context, so maybe I was misreading. Go ahead, you got it.
No, you ready, right? I was just saying that when anybody say lineage, it just means bloodline. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a bigger word that people try to use. That's all.
Where you getting that from?
That lineage. So you trying to tell me lineage don't mean bloodline?
Yes, that's exact. It doesn't say no. Where you getting that definition from is what I'm saying. Are you just making it up? Are you assuming? Or you just this is how you perceive it to possibly be?
No. I'm just it is what it is.
No, I'm saying, where are you getting this from, brother? That's what I'm saying. Are you just making it up, or this is something you read?
This is something I read.
From what definition?
From the definition of American Indian.
Nigga, what are you talking about? We're talking about lineage.
Yeah.
You said lineage only means bloodline.
bloodline.
There's nothing spectacular about a bloodline. Matter of fact, let's highlight your comment again, just so you can read what you said. Because I don't think you realizing what you said, brother Milestone.
Yeah, you checking it out of context.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. Explain.
I'm just saying by saying blood.
Listen, this is your comment on the
lineage.
screen. I'm gonna read it again. You keep saying lineage when lineage only mean bloodline. It's nothing spectacular about it. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the word lineage. I'm not talking
The
about
word lineage doesn't mean that. As a matter of fact, it is something spectacular about it. Let me give you a lesson right quick. So the term lineage means descent from ancestry or pedigree. Okay?
bloodline.
That's very important to understand your ancestry, the accomplishments of your ancestry, and what pedigree you come from. This is
So wouldn't that
who
be
you
wouldn't
are
that be your
today.
blood?
This is what
Wouldn't that
explains
be your
who you
bloodline?
are
Wouldn't that be your
today.
bloodline? But wouldn't that be your bloodline though? If it's your ancestry, that would be your bloodline, right?
Yeah, but ancestry doesn't say anything about bloodline, sir. It's talking about your lineage. It's talking about your ancestry. It's talking about your family. And according to you, your family ain't really nothing. It ain't that spectacular. I mean, I'm using your words right now.
See, now you trying to take it out of context, man. You trying to make me what's that God damn
No,
it.
I'm saying, what is not spectacular about your bloodline or ancestry?
I'm not saying your bloodline is not spectacular. I'm not saying that at all.
That's literally what
I'm just saying how people throw around the word lineage like it don't mean bloodline.
as if bloodline is not spectacular, which what you also quoted at the end of that statement. So you're alluding to the fact that your bloodline isn't spectacular.
No,
There's
I'm not.
nothing spectacular.
No, I'm not at all.
Read it again. I want y'all to take this. It's on the screen, family. You keep saying lineage when lineage only means bloodline. It's nothing spectacular about it. Okay, about what? There's nothing spectacular about what?
The word lineage.
Which means what?
Bloodline.
So there's nothing spectacular about your bloodline, right?
No. All you have to do is say bloodline. You don't have to be like
So
lineage.
hey, peace. Hey,
See,
yeah,
this
when I hear
see,
lineage
this
and
is the
bloodline,
semantic
they're the
shit
same
that we
thing.
got to throw away right quick. We got to throw these semantical arguments away. This doesn't even make any sense. If the word bloodline is synonymous with ancestry, right, or lineage,
Right.
then why are you having an argument with the words that describe the same thing? This
I'm
is
not having an argument
Line
with
lineage, bloodline lineage, the same thing to
yeah,
me.
that's insane.
Yeah, that's the same thing, bro. I don't know if
For you to
he
go on
meant
the
it like
record
that
and
though,
say
AP.
there's nothing
'Cause I didn't kind of take it
spectacular
like that.
about it is even more insane.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know if he meant it like that though, AP.
Well, how else would he meant that? I want Chief Holiday, the doctor, to break this shit down on what other way.
Oh no, it reads crazy. I just want him to kind of,
No. I just want you to say, just hypothetically, what other way could it have mean? Break this shit down.
Who, me? No, I can't break it
Yes,
down for
because
him.
you said, I don't think he meant it like that. So that means you must think he meant it another way.
And
what is
didn't
the
say it
other
like
way?
didn't mean it like that. That it
I
took out of
did mean it like
context.
that.
I want to hear the
How
context.
am I taking it out of context? I know I'm a little slow. Okay, I will get you out of it. I am a little slow. Did I read it correctly though?
I don't know. I think he is making a semantical argument.
It wasn't taken out of context, man. It wasn't taken out of context. But you made it out of context, so we here right now. So let's be here.
Okay.
No,
So
I just want you to explain what did you mean by it. Because like I said, I don't want to take anything that you say out of context. So I want to give you the full floor to explain what you're trying to say. Because I'm not understanding what was your point of even saying it's not spectacular. I'm just trying to get what was your point of even bringing it up. That's all I'm trying to say. Because it's empty right now. It's pretty vague unless we're going to use your actual statement. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you elaborate. Go ahead.
I just told you my elaboration of it. It wasn't meant to say, you know what I'm saying, your bloodline is not spectacular. I'm saying the word lineage is not that spectacular. It's like putting say you a garbage man, say you a janitor or something like that, and then all of a sudden you throw what they call them
waste management engineer, something like that, right?
Right. So you know what I'm saying?
But what is your issue with it when it's both describing the same thing? What is your issue when someone says a CEO or a guard, or when someone says an inmate, or when someone says what's the other word they use?
Prisoner.
A prisoner. What's the difference?
Bloodline and lineage is the same thing, though, brother. But I think he was saying, "What's the big deal?" It's not that he likes bloodline and lineage is the
But
same.
it doesn't matter. That's a semantic. What's the point? Okay, you like the other one better. Okay. So what?
No,
there's no.
Bap just like I mean AP just like boxing with me because you know what I'm saying. That's all it is because you know.
Yeah, he want to box.
I'll be banging with him on the black term. You know what I'm saying. So nigga always, you know.
No, we ain't doing that today.
It's always good.
No. I'm not banging on you, bro. Listen, you made a statement in the chat. I would have never said anything about your statement if you didn't state it. Correct?
Yeah.
So how am I banging on you, bro? You the one said it. But you still and I wanted you to come clarify what you said because it sounded like something that a tether would say. Or ain't nothing spectacular about your lineage.
So now I'm a tether. I'm saying
that's something that a tether would say. When we talking about, listen, our lineage does this. Our ancestors, we got the inventions. You can go back to our lineage, defines the accomplishment, and the tether says, man, lineage ain't really mean nothing. It ain't nothing spectacular about it. That's something that a tether would say, for sure.
I just like bloodline.
That's a terroristic threat.
I think he just said he just like bloodline better.
I like bloodline better.
That is a semantical little milestone.
See, but listen, milestones. You're here trying to get your feelings out all the time. And that's why I'm trying to get you to remove from the conversation. I don't give a damn about your feelings. I need you to understand what words mean, not how you feel about them. Okay? That's it. That kills the semantic bullshit.
My feelings don't matter.
And confusion because when someone whole argument or confrontation in merit is based off of a feeling, that becomes irrational argument to even talk with. You see
so
what
my feelings don't matter no more. My feelings don't matter.
No, it don't.
My opinion don't matter.
Absolutely not when we're dealing with facts. Feelings don't matter. So it's facts over feelings for sure.
So can it be my opinion instead of my feelings?
No, opinion doesn't matter against fact. You can't your opinion doesn't matter against the facts. So that goes back to a feeling again. So facts over feelings at all times when we're dealing with history and being precise about something. Now, if we're going to get into a feelings conversation, then yeah. But at any given time, I want you to always keep this in your head. Facts over feelings. Kind of remove your feelings to the back of the row of the seat. Yours and took a front seat. You see what I'm saying? It's in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? Put the facts back in the driver's seat. Put the feelings in the back with rows of.
I like that, AP. I like that. Facts over feelings. I love it.
That's it.
Hey, real fast.
So the facts should be bloodline, right?
No, lineage says what it is. The facts of the matter is it read what it read. It didn't say bloodline. I'm gonna say okay, but listen, I'm not gonna argue with you and say it's not something that can be used interchangeably. I'm not even gonna argue with you, but it doesn't say that. The fact says it doesn't say that. I'm not arguing with you though.
Okay, I take that.
Hold on, real fast before I forget. I want to address the African that called in to TARIQ about the food stamp situation. Okay, so food stamps was created for pale Slavs women, to be exact, and their children, right? And so these people are not born grown, so they come through their women. Okay, so who are still immigrants are still number one, number two, number three, number four on food stamps, on government assistance. So I hate that they try to paint us as the face of this thing, because we are conservative people and we don't believe in handouts, but they put us in these positions because they have traded places with us economically. So that's why when you go into gas stations, grocery stores, every service that you need, an immigrant is giving it to you right now. So that's
true.
facts over motherfucking feelings. This is why I
That's
turn up
true.
for motherfuckers, because we
Yeah,
worried
and
about the wrong shit.
like Tariq, it just elaborated on, these countries don't have these same outlets because they don't have a stable enough economy. First of all, you see what I'm saying? Like, and to piggyback off of what you said, even historically, food stamps wasn't created for Black Americans in general.
Black, go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? It wasn't created for Negroes or colored people.
No, because we were economically sound, because we were the pharmacists. We had all this, everything.
It came from the Farmers Act. Go look up the Farmers Act, and it's tied directly to welfare.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 50 fact. I thought I taught y'all this about 8 years ago. 5 years ago, at least.
But that's a misnomer, though, when they want to paint the ghetto queen as the face of food stamps, when these people are the food stamp bandits. Like they are raping. But y'all know what's interesting?
Europeans on there at alarming numbers.
AAP, I thought something right. They talk about all this scamming that these immigrants are doing, right? And when I say scamming, but what about Brett Favre scamming my great state of Mississippi? See, they look at their illegal actions and things that they allow these other ones to do to cover up the stuff that they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? He just got caught. But it's hurting Americans. And say, well, we have to stop doing this. Been like, oh, we're in our feelings, and we're not addressing things that are hurting our community. But we can stop spending money with them.
I think the Brett Favre situation is going to definitely be a good topic to talk about, and I might even address it later on. But and you're absolutely right. We do got to address the whole system of shit that's going on. But in this particular case, when there's a set demographic that majorities in one particular scheme, it becomes a scheme based off of that particular demographic. You see what I'm saying? So when you got, like, for instance, the Somalian shit that's going on, Chief, in Minnesota, the scamming, the billions of dollars that was allegedly took or whatnot, 88% of the people that has been caught up in the scam are Somalians. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hip to it.
Well, some shit be demographical scams.
I'm just saying, the government, like giving them CDLs, for instance, or driver's license in Ohio. Remember the case in Ohio where the Haitians were getting driver's license with old credentials and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I heard about something like that, and then the lady told on them or something.
But all these scams, all these things were facilitated by the original illegal immigrants, the Slavs who came here. And so these things would not be happening unless these people were facilitated.
Yeah, but you want to tell you what's even crazier is, yeah, that's true. But I think a lot of them even blanket it out. See, what it is they get political seating, which where they get oversight. So they may not necessarily be oversighted, but they're oversighting the shit. So like Ilhan Omar, who happens to be Somalian, she was oversighting the Somalian scam. She was overseeing it. You see what I'm saying? And so she's just looking out for her people. This is going to happen with anybody that is in political position.
Well, I'm just saying though. So, and y'all know I advocate.
I'm just saying that's just what's going to happen though.
I got you, and that's why I advocate that we get into political power.
Facts. That's what I say. That's one of my biggest solutions. But you cannot even attempt. I mean, you can attempt, but it ain't gonna be successful. You got to get economic footing to be able to get economic position, political power, political seating. You need economic footing. I've been saying this for years.
Facts. That's a Fendi fact. So and we talk about Dr. Claude Anderson with the blueprint, and there's been other people, Dr. Amos Wilson, we can go on and on and on, right? And we could take all those different pieces and say, okay, what works? What gives us power? What don't give us power, right? And we have to know that these people have, if they're spending billions of dollars to misdirect us or miseducate us, right? It's just safe to say that they're going to spend to keep this power over your brain, right? Over your feelings, over your imagination, over your goddamn dreams, right? In order that they're going to spend trillions of dollars to maintain that power. See what I'm saying? And they're gonna do everything they can to confuse us. And that's why I'm saying that we should keep it so simple, right? I wouldn't even entertain a motherfucker. Like, it's like scam likely. Y'all know how, like, when the scammers call your phone and then it be like, and they don't say scam likely on it, you answering the scam likely, you be like, ah shit, and you just hang up. Like, yeah, that's why I do these motherfuckers. There's no way I'm having a conversation because now I gotta have
Nah, that's a good analogy. Nigga, they scam likely. Nigga, just hang up. I don't even say a word. Thank you. Is this hang up? What the fuck, nigga?
Scam likely, nigga. But it's entertaining because TARIQ goes back and forth with them, the Bush me stuff.
And sometimes I do too. When they start asking me questions, they hold up. Can I get your first name and your last 4 digits of your social security? I start fucking with them too. So yeah, I understand.
Right. So that's how I feel when I'm hearing this. I feel like it's scam likely, right? Because there's no reason to have, like, he's having the Africans is like, for us though. So for instance, when we sit back and hear a motherfucker like that talking crazy about us, we like, oh man, fuck that. We start bagging, we getting our bag. And
well, really, these conversations is for the people that do not have interactions with a lot of these foreigners and do not understand their sentiments towards Black Americans.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So these conversations, to be honest, are very pertinent. Very
That's
pertinent.
a Fendi fact. Now, AP, I thought about this too, man. You know, that at some point, I feel like everybody should be proud of where they from, right? And you should actually feel that where you from is number one, even though that's not a Fendi fact or reality, because you would be where you're at. You wouldn't be in America, any of y'all, if where you're from is better than America. Germany, France, Uganda, blah, blah, blah. If it's better, you would be there. You wouldn't be here taking from us.
This is the whole thing. When you say, if your land is better, you got all the resources, why ain't you there? You know what they say? Because your daddy, your government is fucking up our country. The next question is, why would you flee to the country of the people that is fucking up your country?
That's always my question. That's always my question.
That's always going to be the question. That's the question. There's nothing else to ask them after that. You see what I'm saying? So I just think that we got to be, I just like being clear and precise. I understand, we got to understand that this is the English dictionary, and there's an old expression. There's different ways to skin a cat. But yet the cat will be skinned in all 9 different ways. So, you know, I'm not into the semantical games. I'm not into the feelings games, which sometimes we do express our feelings in conversation, but not when expressing deliberate facts. Feelings has no wavering when words are defined. You see what I'm saying? And of course, we are emotional people, and we do have passion behind the shit that we're doing. So I do respect that. I just, you know, we got to learn how to waver the difference. You know, you can't blur the lines. So shout out to everybody that's standing on their lineage. You feel me? Some people might want to say bloodline. It might got a better flavor for a player. You feel what I'm saying? And I respect it. You see what I'm saying?
But they are the same.
I might say ancestry. I might not say that. I might say it's all referring to the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Now you get what I'm saying. Now you get what I'm saying. Now you want to be sympathetic to what I'm saying. What the fuck is
No, I understand what you're saying, but that ain't what you were saying at first,
but
brother.
you
That's
just
all I'm
called me
saying.
you just called me a motherfucking cheddar dog.
No. But see, I'm gonna tell you why though, Milestones. You're not saying what I'm saying. I said lineage, ancestry, or bloodline represented. You saying ain't shit spectacular about the other one. You see, I'm not discrediting the other one, but still uplift them all. I need y'all to start taking heed to what Big Aboriginal Power is doing, fam. I'm giving y'all the blueprint.
So accept all terminologies and make it into a one power ball.
Right. You put the links to connect it. I mean, they're already connected, but you just make sure those links is sturdy. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I you know, I'm gonna use your term.
Tomato. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga might say good morning. Nigga might say grand rising. Nigga might say what up, though? How you doing? You feel what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Grand rising, good morning, happy awakening. Nigga.
I say top of the top. I don't.
Yeah, whatever the case, niggas know what you're talking about. It's referring to the same thing, is what I'm saying.
Lineage and bloodline is the same thing.
Yeah, and ancestry is the same. Lineage is referring to ancestry. So all you can just say ancestry, and that's talking about lineage as well. So I mean, it's common sense, man. But I'm not gonna say it's nothing spectacular about either one of them when they're all referring to the same thing. Like I said, that's why I said you sound like a tether, bro. I didn't say you was a tether. I said you sound like a tether.
Hey, real shit though, I do like ancestors. It's a little bit, you know,
ancestors hit different though. I ain't
it hit a little different.
It might provoke a little energy inside. You see what I'm saying? You fuck around, have one of your great just pop up, pat you on the back or something. You understand what I'm saying? But when you niggas be saying ain't nothing spectacular, when you say ain't nothing spectacular, you ain't gonna get no pat on the motherfucking back, my nigga. You gotta represent, fam. No, listen, you don't have to take away something to big up something. Is what I'm saying. That's my moral of the story. You don't have to take away to build on, bro.
Well, going back to delineating, right? Or relineate. How about that?
Right.
It's a new word.
I gotta say this too, right? This is the second time you came at me when I said something referring to TARIQ.
That wasn't even referring to TARIQ.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said in the first place.
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking I just said something about lineage and our inventions and innovations and shit, you know what I'm saying, that they don't have. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know. Shit.
Wait a minute, there's more context?
He said he was referring to TARIQ NASHEED in the statement.
Why? What happened? What did TARIQ say? That
he said lineage, and it fucking hurt his feelings.
My feelings, nigga.
No, you didn't like it. You said you didn't like it. You'd rather this other word. The way you felt against lineage, you don't feel the same way with bloodlines. It's about your feelings.
I just don't like it coming from his mouth, though. It's just something about.
So you got a personal vendetta. See, listen, don't let your personal vendettas overweigh the. Listen, like I told you, facts over feelings. I want you to repeat that. That might be the word of the day. You might need to write that 100 times on a goddamn piece of paper. Seriously. Facts over feelings. You can't don't bring your personal vendettas towards one another. I might not personally like a lot of people or dislike a lot of people, but you know, when they come to their information, I may respect it. I got it. It's facts, it's facts.
Hey,
don't let the vendetta and hate towards one's terms or perspective override that these are still your people, brother. Don't get caught up in the grift. I'm not the grift or in the gift of what's going on this online thing.
Yeah, you said it right.
No, I ain't gonna say you grifting. I ain't gonna say you grifting. But
No, I'm not saying I'm Griffin. I'm
So
saying that nigga
I'm just saying don't get caught up in it because it's all your people's. You got a duty.
So,
you know.
so AP, I don't know. I like I said, as it pertains to if I'm hearing somebody outside of us commenting and talking crazy to us, I'm instantaneously gonna be like, hey man, I'm bagging against them too, right? You feel me? So for me, that's just entertainment, right? Or time wasting tethering. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scam likely click. You know what I mean? That's just me. I'm not gonna go back and
But
forth with a
no,
motherfucker
but
about
listen,
me and
like I
mine.
said, but
We
back to
working.
the point, some of these conversations is pertinent though. Some of the people don't have interactions. They're not familiar with how Africans and other Black foreigners perceive or even think about you and your family and friends and things of that nature. So, like I said, thousands of people watch these that may even not even engage with these type of foreigners. You know what I'm saying? So I know people, for me, instantly in the South, there is no large African population in Tennessee like that. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have no large Jamaican community, no large Haitian community, and none of that. I mean, there's some here and there, but there's no community.
I think that it's definitely it's definitely needed. You know what I mean? But for like I said, scam likely to me. That's kind of what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, get off my phone, click. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like, why are you calling me, telling me you got $1 trillion for me? There's nothing. This African dude right here, his comments was crazy. And it's almost as
started
if
it off by saying, why you guys mad about the Ghana president coming over here trying to help you guys?
Help us.
That's where the conversation started. That's a red flag, nigga. When you say that a nigga coming over here trying to get in front of us is helping, that is a terroristic threat. I take it no other way, bro.
Man, they've been running. Hey, bro, they've been running niggas up out of Africa for years.
Who?
Dr. Say, bro, they've been running niggas up out of Africa for years, coming over there trying to get in their business.
Yeah. Huh? No, you know, like you said, niggas. Yeah, they've been running niggas up out of Africa.
Oh, they've been running everybody up out of there. Shout out to Idi Amin. You know what I'm saying?
But not really, because not when Africa is 90% of the continent, that means Africans are the dominant. They're 90%, but they don't own not one natural resource, mineral mine. That let me know that it's done. They not running shit out. They're being totally controlled from a remote area. They don't even have to be there to control them. You know what I'm saying? Just like in England, you know, they don't gotta really be there to patrol them. They got cameras everywhere, and when they do show up, they don't got guns, nigga. They got sticks.
So do you know that it was only Iran, Uganda, and I want to say Afghanistan were the only last, I could be mistaken with that last one, but Uganda and Iran were the only two country, three out of so now two, now one. You know what I'm saying? So Uganda would be
You
the
talking
last
about without
stronghold.
centralized banking?
All that. Well, that's all that matters. Nothing else matters.
Well, listen, there's a couple other countries. So, you know, like you said, Iran, Uganda, and then you also got Russia. Russia doesn't have a centralized banking system as well. There's no Jewish banking system inside of Russia. I promise you that.
So going back to Uganda, right?
And I don't believe there is in China neither. Y'all let me know.
So as it pertains to the continent of Africa, right? Now here's the thing. Definitely China. And Russia definitely has a business relationship with America, right? So, but I get back to so I'm talking about where these people control the resources, right? See, if they can't control your resources, right? then your resources don't matter. Nobody, they're gonna put embargoes on you like Haiti. They're gonna embargo like country like Uganda, right? Nothing's gonna they're gonna make you poor, right? If you don't bow down to their shit. You know what I'm saying? And what they're bringing, medicine, education, blah blah blah. They're gonna vilify your leaders and all these other
Yeah,
people. They're gonna try
because
to kill them. Burkina Faso is another one too that's running people up out of it, saying y'all got 90 days to get up out of
yeah,
our.
but guess what?
So I'm just
Violent
saying, I'm just saying, what they've
violent
been running niggas up
influence
out of there, trying
only
to come
gonna
over there working for
listen.
the CIA.
What I'm saying
That's
is
all I'm saying.
they're trying to gain influence by pretty much colonial powers through war, through violence. That only carries enough weight, and it's not there's no balance there. See, when we start looking at significant control, and you also got to have cultural control. Okay. See, this is where America come into play. We don't have to go violently colonize no people to get people on the board with what we're doing. We don't got to do that. We got cultural influence. A lot of these people have violent influence over their people. Just look at what's going on in Africa. At the end of the day, there's no cultural export coming in and out of their places, just war. When it comes to America, the cultural export is plentiful. That's all you see is around the world. So a cultural empire has more longevity than one that is driven with war, which is why we abstractly, uniquely different than everybody as well.
Right, because we were civilization givers to the world. You see what I'm saying? And
That's a
so
whole nother conversation for sure.
so
Yeah,
far as
hell yeah.
conquerors, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got you. Like, if you're going somewhere making a place better and not worse, I think that's the American way. And going in and oppressing people and doing the things that they don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Even if
wouldn't go
you
to Ghana.
oppressing them, you got no cultural significance to it. What is the cultural thing that is going on in Ghana that is influencing the places that is going on right now in Ghana?
Nothing.
Or outside of Ghana? None. When Guyanese people run to Ghana, they abandon that culture. There's no cultural export. You see what I'm saying? That's crucial when it comes to influence.
Right. But if you as an American go to Ghana, right, and start going against the grain of what the people are doing, they're gonna run your ass up out of there.
I can't say that. They didn't run anybody else out.
Because them niggas ain't going over there doing that, bro.
They're literally going against the grain. China goes against the grain. They're not apart.
No, I ain't talking about China. We specifically talking about
Oh,
niggas
talking
that
about
are going
niggas.
over there to the
Well,
Juneteenth shit.
niggas doesn't have a unified front that also protects them abstractly when they're domestic. You see what I'm saying? So when they're abroad, excuse me. So we will have to quantify and organize our own sanctions. You see what I'm saying? Which goes back to political seating, abstract. We need you see what I'm saying? It got to be something indefinite for the protection of our people there to know that there will be consequences for stepping over those wavering factors. You see what I'm saying, big bro?
Yeah. No,
So
I'm
that's why. So that's why they utilize.
I'm specifically addressing the Juneteenth stuff over there and the Ghanaian. Like, we ain't taking nothing from nothing
piggyback
outside of us,
money
y'all.
front. That's
So we not even at this point. The temperature in the room, if they tried to run a Barack Obama, right? The temperature in the room right now is America over everything.
Listen,
we're not
Chief, you
listening
don't
to
think
shit.
you don't think that's the scheme what they're doing? Listen, we're saying we're not none of them. Y'all not with us. We're doing our own thing. All of a sudden, nigga, we think some of the Negroes that they marry your granny come from Ghana, nigga. They're trying to jump in front of the delineation movement.
Hey, can I let y'all know something? They already got their karma over there in Ghana. You know, they just had a flood up over there like 2 days ago.
I heard
that flooded out the whole Ghana. They catching their karma right now for trying to invoke this fake slave story.
Well, I gotta say this though, bro. It ain't all they people. So I don't believe in all that wishing bad on people, because if the rest of the world judge us about what this government did to them around the world, everybody hate us, but they don't, because they know it's not us. And we got to learn how to start distinguishing the motherfuckers that come over here that's not like it's people that's probably listening in the continent right now and agree 100% with our movement, right? And what's going on. And they got fuck niggas speaking for them and representing or like I'm not saying that every person from Nigeria is a scammer.
No, we're not
You
saying
see what I'm
that.
saying?
No, we're
I
not.
don't know every person from Nigeria.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
And listen, and to be honest, we're not even talking about people
Right.
in
I'm just like, why
Ghana.
y'all in our business?
Hold on, we're not even talking about people in Ghana. They can't even beat tethers. They're non-wavering to us, and they usually show us with the utmost respect when we do enter these people's country. We're talking about the ones who fled Ghana, abandoned their culture in Ghana, came here to America, and is showing this hidden vitriol towards us. These are the tethers. The only that he can't be a tether if you're in Ghana. I'm just we're not talking about people from Ghana.
I'm with you 100%. There's no questions, there's no fly zone for any of this. I'm just like, yo, why are y'all so mad that we are tapping into our ancestors, our bloodline, or delineating from or relineating, like, our line, our bloodline, our ancestors, and doing our genealogy that has attached us to this land as free people. AP, I know you seen this joint. I sent it to you. Who are talking about New York and mad about the mayor? We got to talk about that. Whenever we get a chance, we got to talk about that, brother. Because it's really interesting what Umar is saying as far as the freedmen built New York and essentially America, right? And he was like shouting out the American freedmen and shit like that. I just think this is really interesting, you guys. What's going on? Like when we talk about the death of Pan-Africanism, that's the anniversary. Is it? When did we do that, AP? I think that's the first.
I don't know, like 2022, 2023.
No. I'm saying it's the anniversary of it though, coming up April something. Like it's like coming up
I can't
soon.
even remember, bro. Since we did that, I haven't watched it. I don't even know where I can get it at. I don't even know where that is, bro. Like,
I think we did that on Sister Betty's.
yeah, you might have to get Sister Betty, see if she can get into the files and find it. I want to re-upload that. I think that because we never re-upload. I never got it from Sister Betty to re-upload it. So, I think that'll be a dope one to put out.
Yeah, we definitely got to put that one out.
It still speaks volumes for today. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's maybe almost 4 years old, it still has a lot of merit speaking for today. We was ahead of the curve, in other words. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, it's been the death for a long time. We've been saying this for a long time.
Yeah,
We've
for
been
sure.
killing them.
And now,
for a long time.
it truly is when I can look up and don't see any Pan-Africans no more besides Umar Johnson. And maybe Cyrus Sutin Seti when he ain't up under his rock. But other than that, there are none. You don't see.
There are 19 keys now, apparently.
What 19 keys? Well, he just picked he might be the new leader after Umar Johnson. He might be. That might be his new thing.
That might be his play.
That might be his new play because there's plenty of room. Pan-Africanism doesn't really have a new face. They need a fresh face, different energy. You know what I'm saying? 19 Keys could be that brother Polite / Umar Johnson. You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
Wait a minute. So what? Yeah, I believe so. And then he's clever enough, and it's interesting you said Polite. Like this guy is a great orator.
He's a great speaker. That's why I said that.
They use metaphysics. I hate you metaphysics ass niggas.
No, don't do that. I'm a metaphysics nigga too. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm esoteric and I'm metaphysics. Y'all don't get that side of me, but I am though, and I will get into some of those bills in another night. But don't go too hard on me, Chief. Don't go too hard.
I want to tap into my metaphysical, man. I don't believe.
Yeah, I do. Whole ass nigga.
I don't believe in shit, nigga. What is you talking about? Nothing. Y'all know my motto. I don't believe in shit. You got to show me.
I got to see that, and that may be something where I come into play because I am the youngest master teacher. Salute, and that may be something I got to teach you about to get into I thought I may not could teach an old dog a new trick, but I think I might got one for you. You see what I'm saying? Getting Chief into that metaphysical bag will be, you'll be Dr. Phil. What's the name? Dr. Phil Valentine. Nigga, nigga, you'll be the new.
The problem is though.
And listen,
problem, right?
Chief, I was talking to somebody the other day.
Chamber,
this is a sidebar. This is a sidebar. I was talking to somebody the other day, and when your name got brought up, and it was like blah blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to run this down to him because I think it's that time. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna run it by you later on, bro. I'm telling you, like seriously, like I had to like seriously saying like, oh yeah, it's that time. It is that.
That's interesting.
Time. You see what I'm saying? That's it. It's already out there. We see the numbers. Okay, let's go. Boom. So I'm gonna holler at you behind the scenes about this. And yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a dope thing, man. And I think if you go with my plan, the way I'm looking at it, Chief, it's a guaranteed 100% accuracy. Guaranteed, bro.
I kind of think I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about. I'm guaranteeing after 1 year working my plan, I'll be lining up that $100,000 Umar Johnson debate. Facts.
I don't. That's not good.
Yeah, we need Chief Holiday and Umar Johnson to debate are Black Americans, African or American.
Bro, he's not. Listen to me. Umar's not gonna end his career fucking with me, bro.
He might get off on you. Like I ain't even gonna lie. So I don't know if I gotta take this one. But I'm looking like you might need to take this one.
Listen,
two old niggas get in the ring. You feel what I'm saying? I like to see two old niggas that's goated in their perspectives.
It can only be one goat. Hey, listen.
That's why I say in their perspective.
For me, it is never about the money. It's always been about the money for dude, right? It's not about the money for me. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It would definitely go.
For him,
he want
50,000. I think he want 100,000 now for a debate or some shit. He said when Dane Calloway challenged him, I think he said he want 100,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yo, listen, that's interesting. I wouldn't give him $100. Nah, I mean I don't need to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once again, why does he?
Okay,
does he need 100,000 though?
Listen, yesterday was Tuesday, so I didn't expect for you to duck your taco. But I understand.
No, I never duck my taco. It's not about the money though. That's what I want you to know.
Old nigga.
It'll be for the culture.
Why you got that Kango on, looking like a?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kango. Hey, listen. It's not about the money. It's about the culture.
Yeah, I don't hear nobody pocket watching talking about Umar Johnson scamming.
Yeah, that's craziness. But listen,
and guess what? He still got all his money frozen allegedly in a bank account. So he raised another $100,000 to pay the debt off that the school owed for back taxes and shit.
Hey, listen though.
And guess what? He said he ain't hiring no teachers. He said he's going to be the janitor, the principal, and the teacher.
That's why the school's not going to be successful.
Umar is he's egotistical and he's fucking a psychopath. He wants to be the principal, the teacher, and the janitor. He got an ego.
Anybody needs a certifiable if you sending your child to this dude.
Powder head. He got to be on cocaine. I'm not even gonna lie. I know a good sniffer when I see one. Allegedly, he might be.
Shit. So what? AP. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Hey, listen, I just gotta say though, bro, like this pertains to that guy, man. Like I said, he out the door. He gonna have to. He's calling himself American Africans. Like we're American Africans, so he understands. He has always had a job to do, y'all.
Yeah,
there's a reason why he's still on the Breakfast Club. Y'all, Charlemagne needs to be canceled.
I think he called you out by name the other day.
Bro, I'm with all the smoke, Umar.
You know, I think you said,
At his school, we'll raise money for his school. That's how cold it is. But y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually, well, I'm already building shit. So I'm actually gonna build more shit. See how that work? But we're not begging for no donations to build shit. We coming out our own pocket, our own sweat, our own brow. Y'all see how this work? Y'all see me live building shit. And we don't get no fucking support. Real shit don't get support. And at this point, I'm like, oh, you know what? That's almost a badge of honor at this point to build without begging. How about that? How about that? How about that?
Well,
What
that's
you
what I'm
talking about?
saying. That's why we don't need to ask nobody. We got our own compound. Like I said,
No,
I'm a
but we
state.
don't support us. As real shit don't get supported in the communities for real. Real
Well,
people that are
I'm
building shit.
gonna say at one point in time it didn't, but we're in a new day, in a new age,
I'll
and
give
I
y'all a
think
perfect example.
I think our brothers and sisters is waking up. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there is some sectors that don't support shit. They don't support shit, Chief. I ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's a whole nother conversation. But listen, what I'm saying is, as a whole, about 50 million Aboriginal, quote unquote, Black Americans that's in America, we network around $5 trillion right now. That's more than every African nation country.
Who gatekeeps that? Who gets that?
Well, right now, roughly around 2 trillion of that gets spent every year to outside people outside of our own
Where's the
stocks.
rest of it at?
So, well, you know, obviously it's been saved in their banks and or economics or
There you go.
land or whatever the case may be. But if we was to funnel the money that's being spent, fuck the money that's been saved, because that's going to stay where it's at within that black compound as a network. So that's what leads and feeds into the networking. But as the annual spending, if it was focused in to the community abroad, who ultimately generated it, this creates economic footing almost overnight. You see what I'm saying? So I think delineation also is pushing the brothers and sisters towards simply shopping, loving, and building with your brothers, whether you identify as American Indian, whether you identify as FBA, American, freedman, Moor, whatever the case may be. This is helping our people if we focus in shopping strictly with the people that is on code, with the family that is now getting on code. This creates and generates economic footing, which is the steps to success in the American confounds of capitalism. Economic footing creates the positioning to get political seating. Political seating means ultimate power in our general areas. Okay.
AP. I think it's interesting, right? That that you got the American flag behind Tariq, right? He's American. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I got one tattooed on my forearm, and I got a 20-foot American flag right behind me on this wall. Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
50
I'm an
facts.
American. I'm a proud American.
He bit off me, y'all, my big flag. He bit off me, y'all. I'm just playing with you. Hey, so listen though. So I think that conversation needs to be had too, because that's power in bringing us back to that. Because I remember, y'all, I was so disfranchised from America because of what the media was putting out there, right? You know, the music, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm being brainwashed, right? And so these are things that we're dealing with our people. We're dealing with the institutional brainwashing that happens every day from we was babies. So that's what we're dealing with. I'm talking about the Ford Foundation, Sesame Street, all these things are to
the
brainwash our
Carnegie,
children, huh?
right?
And so
McGraw-Hill, which we all have been extended to. You see what I'm saying? So these are what we're challenging. So when you see some of those fights like redlining, Jim Crow, another fight, which is Chief simply highlighting, is the Board of Education, which is a direct fight from our people fighting against. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
at the end of the day, there's no other group of people that has fought in every other way and that upholds the moral standards of what this country is based off of. That's our people that will uphold that.
That's
The
right.
true Americans.
That's right.
Okay.
So with all that being said, right? I do know that there's a lot of agents of chaos that I look at what people are doing, what they're saying too, but what you're doing, right? So I want to say shout out to the brother TARIQ NASHEED once again. Keep doing your shit. Salute. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got their lane, bro. You should stay in your lane.
Facts.
And do not have facts over feelings. Like,
Facts
people
over
have,
feelings,
we
man.
all have grown in our
These are my
information.
new slogans for the year. Facts over feelings, build without begging, man. Facts, man.
And look, I know, like, in my spirit, if I didn't subscribe to like dudes like Viral Way, you get, I don't know, I just sent you the clip. I didn't know you was live on the
I'm about to play the clip. I'm trying to get through
crazy,
this.
bro.
I'm trying to
Shout out
get
to the
through
brother
this,
that
but
came
I'm about
through.
to
We gotta
get to
get his
the clip
name.
here in
We
a
gotta
second.
interview the brother
So
that came
don't
through,
even
bro.
trip, but we just dialoguing, and I want to have a conversation with my good brother Milestone because I didn't want to take
shout out
it.
to Milestone.
He said,
Can I put something on? Can I put something on record too?
Yes,
absolutely, good brother.
Since you want me on record with everything, it's two FBAs that I really mess with. You know what I'm saying? That I respect. So it don't have nothing to do with FBA. It's
I know
it's
you
just
rock.
cool.
You rock with me, bro, and I'm FBA.
I rock no. It's okay, but you know what I'm saying? Vicky Diller, and Dr. Boyce. You know what I'm saying? I rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't rock with me? On the record.
I thought you was
Wait a
Aboriginal.
minute.
I thought you was Aboriginal.
I'm all that though. I'm all that. When you name something that my people wore, you got to put me in it. If you say, "Man, I love the Negroes," put BAP in it. If you say the Cup, put BAP in it. The Indians, put BAP in it. LB, put BAP in it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, put BAP in
So
it.
you say you taking all the fades? You taking all the fades? You from all the hoods?
Except for the one that just got buried with Jesse Jackson. Okay, I don't have to fight for that.
Hold on,
Okay.
y'all. Oh, I
Okay.
wanted to talk to you about that too, bro. Like, I don't know if I get to see you that video, bro. Shout out to Dana and Judge Joe Brown, bro. Once again, going back to Umar Johnson.
Yeah, I feel like that term, we killed it, and respect to Jesse Jackson as an African American, aka blood lineage Cherokee, according to him. We're gonna let that term just go ahead and rest in peace with him. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
We ain't even gonna bring up that term no more ever in history. Okay, it's done.
So like I said, bro, like, if it's people that were there, I'm gonna tend to listen to them. As I want to say, shout out to Judge Joe Brown, man, the legend Judge Joe Brown. Shit he be doing, bro, is just crazy. His mind is still sharp and be able to remember stuff. And off the dome, he ain't even reading shit. Like, it's amazing. So I want to say shout out to Judge Joe Brown, man. Shout out to Dana. Yo, Water God, shout out to Water God, man. Yo, hey, bro, what the fuck is wrong with Viral Way?
Listen, we're gonna get to this. Let's get to this. Look like you get. I listened to it. I listened to the first minute and a half. I said, "Oh no, I'm not even about to listen to no more. I'm gonna react to it live. I gotta react.
This gonna blow your vibe, bro. You gonna go,
bro. Listen, I've been calling them the gang banging tethers for a little minute now. You understand? And shout out to them. And I pop up on a panel and I go at them. And sometimes I go at other motherfuckers like Mexicans and shit. They be on there popping it too. You know, I went on there a couple times going at the Hispanic.
Did you watch it? Did you watch this?
No, I didn't watch it yet. But
you didn't get to watch it. Okay,
I watched like I said, the first 60 seconds.
You might be telling the movie before you seen it.
I'm just telling you my encounters that I've had with him already. That's already out publicly. So
almost sitting. I'm like, he's seen this. Like, you know what I mean? But it was early, so
I definitely haven't. But we about to get into it though. Real talk though.
Are we finished with this African right here? Scam Likely. That's all. I was gonna start calling him Scam Likely.
Yeah, we're gonna just play like a couple more minutes, so we can play the whole thing. So
This
we're
nigga right
gonna
here is
do
funny.
a couple more minutes of it. We're gonna get to it. But listen, before we even get to the rest of this, listen, family, go ahead and smack that like button, man. Do your brother a good favor by sharing this live stream. You feel me? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Shout out to the 40 people listening in on Twitter. Shout out to the 60 people listening in on YouTube. We do appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all share, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're alerted to all notifications, uploads, posts, and live streams. All right. And shout out to the real ones in the building. We're going to get right back to some more of this heat.
Because you're embarrassed because you're getting sunned right now. That's not a good look. Because you can't tell us about any power you have because you don't have any, sir.
Come to Ghana, we'll show you power.
You don't what power? Begging us for money?
Our police don't brutalize us like they do to you.
Oh, yes, they do.
No,
oh, yes, they do. Sir, y'all always got the cops shaking people down. Yeah, we're fine.
They don't.
Yeah,
we don't. And in Ghana, we buy things cash. We don't do credit. We are no.
We don't have no credit, nigga. We don't have any credit, nigga. They just be lying, dude. They don't have nothing. They don't have a system to help protect them in Africa. Like, they literally don't. When you go and look up Africans and like some of the things that we have, we take for granted, family. Like, if something was to happen to you where you're injured, you have the luxury of calling emergency services that will come to you. Did you see what happened when the boxer Anthony Joshua won the fight with Jake Paul? He went back to his homeland, I think in Ghana or Nigeria, and he was out there celebrating and wrecked his car. There was no ambulance that came. Three of the people in the car passed away. One of them was decapitated in the street, and they were running his pockets.
Oh, shit.
There no ambulance, no police showed up. There were local Africans driving 1972 cars, taking them to the emergency unit place.
That's crazy, man.
So there's certain things that we take for granted that they don't even have structural in their own nation. There's no economic stability.
Yeah, man. They central bank is through France. So if you want to do business with them, you got to do it with France. They need to sit down. You know what's so crazy? And it would be different if people didn't try to do stuff like and then run into arrogant. See, the ones that come here, they daddies work for the French, right? They don't work for their people in Ghana, right? So what happens is they're miseducated in Europe and America, right? It all facilitated by the agencies, right? Then they go back over there and then with their new credentials and all these things, and then they oppress their people for the people that educated them or miseducated them. Y'all see how this work? Then they start having Juneteenth celebrations over there with the help of CIA ass niggas over there, right? Now, meanwhile, the people there are like, what the fuck are you saying? We don't want this here. You understand what I'm saying? They're on code. The ones that are represented there, as well as come here, are working for them specifically to spy on us. And are told, this is facts. Muhammad them at the corner stores, all them, they don't give a fuck about you. Nobody do. We have no friends. We don't owe nobody nothing but an ass.
Yeah, when you start seeing people in Ghana in 2026 starting a Juneteenth festival, that's how you know that the tethering is real now.
We don't even celebrate Juneteenth over here. We know it's fake as fuck.
Yeah, look, we don't celebrate that shit.
Man, stop it. Stop the cap. And we gonna beat all that up, bro. We're just gonna keep beating it up. But all that police situation, what he talking about, y'all don't even have y'all don't have police.
Let's finish listening to this shit, man.
Sir, y'all don't even have electricity that runs 24 hours a damn day. What you talking about?
That's a lie.
No, you don't.
Right. They electric be in systems like this area get it for 4 hours, this area get it for 4 hours, this area get it for 4 hours. They shut down for 6 hours and then repeat it again. They don't be having stable electricity.
Come to Ghana. Come to Ghana.
For what?
Come to a place that at least you get a little bit of respect.
I get respect here, sir.
I can tell you're a Muslim.
I get respect, sir. I'm not. Do you think you get respect stepping on shit in the street?
Like California? Yes.
Now you can make.
Bro, there's over 40 million Africans participating in shitting in the street. They call it open defecation laws. There's 40 million Africans in Nigeria. There's 19 million practicing it in Ghana alone. You ain't gonna compare 5-6 crackheads that you see that might have shitted on the street. You feel me? That may be mentally disabled. You feel what I'm saying? No, you're not gonna compare a few to a million to millions. That ain't even comparable.
Hey, lies about California all day, but yeah, that's a common thing.
Google it.
Huh?
Is that in Ghana too?
Yeah, 19 million people. Yeah, in Ghana. Yeah, it's in.
I know it was in Nigeria, right?
Well, Nigeria has the highest open defecation practices, but Ghana is ranked in there as well. They're not in the top 10, but 19 million is still quite a significant factor, nonetheless.
Interesting. So none of them
they
smart,
shitty. They shit in the
those
streets.
smart guys came back.
So and listen, it's legal. Like the everyday people do it. Ain't like the lower class people do it. You'll catch a nigga coming straight out of the court office as a lawyer. He gonna shit on the street. You catch a nigga coming out from doing surgery. He gonna shit in the street. Even the you know what I'm saying?
Wait, AP. So listen, you telling
this
me
ain't just the lower class is what I'm trying to say. It's uncomparable.
So wait a minute. So are we saying that there's no engineers there that have educated here, that rose home or something and went back there and made it better for their people, sir?
Well, no, there are engineers. We just saying there's shitting in the streets too. They're not engineering toilets. Tell you that.
Why not? Why not? We have technology now. We have things. They have all the resources over there, right? They can build over there. How about that? If you have all the resources, why are you building in China?
That nigga said
he manufacturing the cell phones.
He said he seen a bad bitch in Ghana, shitting right outside his little Airbnb, right outside.
Little shitty boy. Oh no, that's a
nah. You gotta chill with that, bro. That's how
you hit that.
The dookie, but all you need, and you know they ain't got no good water. They got that's a no.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how can people have these conversations?
I mean, everybody got doo doo though, cuz so you can't judge a motherfucker. But outside the house is crazy though. You bad as hell. You took a doo doo. You're like Smokey off of Friday.
So don't you think it has to be institutional that they don't have good plumbing in the system?
Not when they're the majority of their own people.
Well, that's still like going back to that. If you're the majority, then what's going on?
Nothing's stopping you.
Something is.
Yeah, the lack of engineering ability.
No. Because even if we took some engineers over there, it would have to be sanctioned through the governments.
I mean, we seen Mr. Beast build a bunch of toilets and gave away porta potties and shit. I mean, I don't know how that's working.
Who'd you say? Mr. Beast? Okay. We seen Jay-Z too go over there and do a fair.
I think Oprah did it too one time or something.
Over there to do a water well and stuff like that or whatever, right? That was just something really simple for the kids.
They end up shitting
going down to the water.
That's what y'all don't know. They end up shitting in them too. They shit in the water wells. That's why a lot of them are in uses. They're not in use. Listen, I work with some motherfucking
Jay-Z drunk that water.
I work with some Ethiopians at a factory. They didn't know, man. Some of these people were fresh over here, didn't know nothing. These motherfuckers washing their hands in the toilet. They'll piss in the sink. They ass backwards, bro.
That's crazy.
At the warehouse, they had to put signs up like the toilet is only for using the bathroom, not for washing your hands. Literally.
So going back to them at this point, being able to be educated in America, Europe, and they don't see it's important for them to build that infrastructure. So you ain't shitting in the streets and your water's being contaminated with defecation and
Well,
blah blah
see,
blah.
they
Right?
try to ban it because it's a legal. It's a legal thing. They try to make it illegal, but the citizens fought against it. Like, nigga, no, we want to shit in the street. They voted. It's a voted thing.
Well, maybe we need to ask somebody. It might be something that they know that we don't know.
So I was there. So I'm the dude that saw the baddie taking a dump outside my Airbnb.
Yeah, go ahead, Nat. Go ahead.
So
Peace and
salute to
blessings.
the panel.
Peace and blessings.
Who's
Right.
that?
So look, the
Peace, brother.
infrastructure is
That's
crazy.
Measy. That's Measy for
Mac
those that
Beasley.
Yeah.
can't
All
understand.
right. So now when I went there in 2020, right, on some boxing shit, because it's a neighborhood that got like 40 boxing gyms in it in Accra. So I'm off Oxford Street in Osu. So the first day I get out there, first of all, the street lights was off. So I fell in, it's basically a sewer ditch. Lost my wallet the first day. You know what I'm saying? The first
You
night I
fell
went
in
there,
a
I lost it.
dookie ditch?
There wasn't, the part I fell in didn't have shit in it, but it's really to run off water and sanitation. You know what I'm saying? So they have like 1800s like infrastructure in certain parts of Accra. All right. So the Airbnb I got, they took pictures of it with like fisheye lens, like I got. You know what I'm saying? When I get to this shit in the backyard, there was mad chickens, people yelling and arguing and shit. And when the electricity went out, the toilet didn't work, which I didn't understand why.
Oh,
So the
Lord.
lady, she said, if the toilet goes out, take a plastic bag, put it over the toilet bowl, use that, and then throw the bag in the garbage can outside. I'm like, what the hell kind of backwards ass shit is this? So one night I couldn't sleep and I see a shadowy figure, but I recognize the head. So Shorty squatted down like by a pillar. And I'm like, no, she not doing that. No, she not doing that. She did that. So the next morning I had to walk out and I ain't gonna front. The shit looked like a cat litter box with like she kicked dirt over the shit or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the hell? So a couple of days after that, I
Animal.
met her and she was cool. So I smashed. Now I'm just that part is cat.
Nasty word.
that part is cat, but the part about her pooing is definitely real. And this is why I said she's a baddie. You don't, and that's in the first week. When you hit Ghana, and if y'all never go, whatever.
Nope.
But the bodies on the women, bless those Ghanaian sisters, is so crazy. I'm telling you, naturally crazy, right? That after the first week, you're breaking your neck, like, oh. After the second week, it's so common out there that it don't really do nothing for you. It's like, oh yeah, that's another fatty. It's another fatty. So she wasn't a baddie, but she had a bad body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you hook her up with some baby wipes, bro, you Gucci.
Yeah, a couple baby wipes, some
Black.
Dove.
He said use some baby.
We know super. We
Bruh,
know Superman to get right. Where my
Give
niggas?
her a
cat
toilet.
litter.
Give her a toilet. What? Baby,
A cat litter is crazy.
But nah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, it's the everyday people is what Nat Measy is saying. It's not just like the lower class bums that's living on the streets. It's your doctors, your tab, your city workers, your bushmeat market workers, your lawyers, your doctors and shit like that. Even government officials, man. I just seen one the other day getting followed by a whole convoy of military. He stopped, get out, and go piss on the side of the motherfucking highway. So, like, this is your representation of your government?
Yo, brother, Bat. So I saw some other shorty. Matter of fact, there's Nigerian shorty out there, and they hate Nigerians in Ghana. Straight up in the crowd, they don't rock with them. And matter of fact, they'll see a Nigerian and impress them in a Ghanaian way because Ghanaians are really really nice. But they'll say some slick shit to them. So this Ghanaian female was helping me with my SIM card. Hey, what's up, honey? And Shorty was like, "Yeah, you got to be careful about eating at what was it, Stop and Shop or something like that." And I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "Because you will get the watery poo." And I'm like, "Watery poo? What's watery poo?" She was saying watery poo. So they all got it because of foodborne illness. So I think that's another reason why people just gotta go when they gotta go because a lot of them is running around with you know what I'm saying, like diarrhea or
Diarrhea.
With watery booty. Little
whatever.
shitties.
Word.
Diarrhea is
Wait.
other words. Watery booty mean diarrhea in Africa, y'all. Just like y'all know, it's diarrhea.
They need
That's
some
nasty word.
biodegradable wipes.
You got the watery booty. Watery booty. That's nasty word.
They
In other
shitting
words,
outside like puppies.
she's shitting.
This shit crazy. Oh, Macmeezy, that's crazy, bro. Why would anybody want to go there? What are we talking?
Man, can you imagine the smell?
Oh my god.
I know Super still hit Ghana.
Nigga,
Shout
I'm
out to my
gonna
nigga
keep
Super.
my black ass. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying
cool.
that
I'm cool.
specifically
Man, I done
in
seen
the
it.
Americas.
We got plenty of nice shaped ones here, and they also come with decent faces sometimes. You see what I'm saying? I'm cool.
And
shout
clean
out
butts.
y'all hit the squatting turd shooters. You feel what I'm saying?
Macmeezy, wild though. Wild boy.
Nah, I believe it. That sounds pretty accurate too.
Yeah,
You feel
shit.
what I'm saying?
He been there. We can't tell him that he didn't see experience. It's crazy. They don't tell people that though. That's
Oh
wild.
yeah, they don't tell you that they just shit in the street. No, they would never tell you that. They act like they coach. And then when you tell them it's more healthier for the environment, nigga. We nurture in the ground, nigga. They'll try to
No,
lie and
you're
shit.
poisoning everything. That's why you're shitting. It's just why you keep getting sick and you keep getting sick. And
No,
yeah.
nigga, I'm not poisoning
Slipping
shit.
down lemon. Don't do it now.
I'm not poisoning shit.
Hey, peace to the panel. Peace to the channel. Hey, who was that said he went to Ghana?
Macmeezy.
Macmeezy. You ever had Ghana guts?
Yeah, he said I don't know what that is. Ghana guts.
Hey,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure you sound acquainted.
I've been to Accra.
Man,
Now.
go over there, man. You didn't get no
I ate some.
crazy.
I ate some plantain chips. You know, nigga. If you want to lose some weight, they got some shit. I don't know what it is. If you eat it, as soon as it hits your stomach, it's coming out. Everything, water. But if you bite a sandwich, it's coming out your ass, looking like the bite you just took.
So you had the watery poo. You had the watery poo.
Yes, nigga, I had it, nigga.
Nigga just got cholera.
You had diarrhea, pops. But listen,
Nah, this was worse than diarrhea. Diarrhea just when you got a shit, nigga. This is uncontrollable.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it. I mean, I can just imagine a lot of that shit just being absolutely brutal on the human stomach. You see what I'm saying? When most of that shit is pretty much for like hominids and shit to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like not really a human. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta be uninvolved like to eat some shit that's around there, like the gut.
Your American gut biome is not made for that shit, nigga. It will whip your American insides ass, boy.
Yeah, you gotta be Australopithecus pretty much to eat shit like that. You see what I'm saying, fam? That shit ain't right.
Terrible.
That's why you got to get all these shots. They be shooting you up with immunization. Like you got to be trained. Like your body, yeah, that's fucked up right there, bro.
Only shots I had to take was yellow fever, and they give you.
Ghana is part of the wetlands too. They got a lot of mosquito issues. That's where they be eating the mosquito burgers at. That's where they be eating a lot of them mosquito burgers.
And you gotta take Malarone. Malarone to keep you from getting.
See,
nigga, what do you mean keep you from getting something? Nigga, they eating the actual animal with it. They don't
what's the shit the mosquitoes give you?
Malaria. The Zika virus.
You take Malarone and you won't.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna prevent you from the Zika though.
Oh, I don't know nothing about all that.
Oh, the Zika virus. That's when you take that, you don't even know you got it. You might eat a few mosquito burgers and you get the Zika. So you won't know until your next generation come out. You have a baby. I'm telling you, the head is gonna be the size of a damn grape.
So that's crazy.
For real, that's the effects of it. And the brain be the size of a grape too. So yeah, the Zika virus fucked up. A lot of Guatemalans and shit be getting it.
Yeah, I'd be trying to get away from that too, y'all, if I was them.
Yeah, look up the Zika virus, family. That's real. That's a real thing. It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna have a little hominid head. That's what it turned you into, like a Homo florensis type head. You know what I mean? Something very small. You know what I mean? It might get to the size of an orange.
So motherfuckers walking around here like people off of Beetlejuice, huh?
So yeah, smaller heads than that. Yes. Matter of fact, Beetlejuice looked exactly like somebody with Zika. No bullshit. Y'all can look it up. This is the real thing. I'm not making this up. This is a real. I'm not. Y'all got to learn something today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in Beetlejuice, you know, in that little scene when the little voodoo doctor had poked that shit on somebody's head and it shrunk all the way down.
I'm gonna show you what the Zika virus result looked like. I'm gonna show you real quick. Let me show you. Hold on, let me show you.
Talk to the chat, man.
Nah, y'all think I'm just making up shit. I ain't making up shit, yeah.
Hit that like button, man. Share this on your social media.
And I only want to show it because it's children and shit, but
this nigga stupid.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta show you a full adult one because I ain't gonna show none of these little Zika babies. I can't do it. That's fucked up.
It is, bro.
They only gonna show me the babies. They wild for that. They wild for
that. They probably don't get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't last that long. It's only one that I know that lasted that long. He in Africa. They call him Monkey Man. But matter of fact, let's show him Monkey Man in Africa. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll show y'all Monkey Man in Africa. Hold on. We gotta show y'all Monkey Man. Hold on. Monkey Man in Africa. The Monkey Boy. What's his name? That ain't his real name. I shouldn't put that in. Excuse me, my African brothers. All right, hold on. So yeah, this he 18, so he's still a young boy, but we gotta show y'all this. See, look, this the Zika virus. This the Zika virus.
I seen him before.
And they be trying to compare him to this.
Nah.
He walk around like that, don't he?
No, he don't. He don't. You know, they brain be undeveloped. So you know.
I seen him before. I seen him before on the on one of them
TV shows.
On YouTube. They were showing. Nah, they were showing. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, he on YouTube too. But yeah, and he do kind of look like what I would think a hominid would look like. You see what I'm saying? I know his lineup straight though. I mean, it's a little curvy, but you know what I mean. For an African in the villages, he got good texture hair though. Don't he? Monkey boy.
Is that so? He got the Zika virus.
Yeah, he got the Zika. But he was raised. The thing is, he was one of them kids that was abandoned. A lot of them Africans, and when their kids get the Zika virus, they'll take them out to where wild baboons and monkeys is, leave them, because 9 times out of 10, the monkeys get rid of them. And in this particular case, I think the monkey raised him. He was raised around monkeys. You got to get into the whole story about monkeys.
You playing, bro?
No, I swear to God, it's a whole documentary on this shit, bro.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Look at that's why I was saying he
was raised with monkeys with the Zika virus, so he ate what the monkeys ate. So I think my theory is the Zika virus turns you into a hominid. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole nother story I go into, but it's genetics behind it. But that's a whole nother story though. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do y'all like that. You feel me? Y'all hit that like button real quick. But let's get into this viral way conversation right quick. Can we get into this viral way conversation? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let's listen to this right quick. Let's go.
Democrats. No, listen. Fuck the Democrats.
No. Don't do that now.
Fuck Democrats.
Don't do it now.
And fuck Republicans. So now,
2 days ago, you was uplifting Don Lemon. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Don't.
I uplifted Don Lemon.
You start attacking. Let me.
He was uplifting Don Lemon. I wish we could have that clip.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Got a water god.
Say what?
Water god.
The viral way have been saying some real police.
This nigga look like Copper Draco on those Olympics.
Type things is saying that, TARIQ NASHEED is the leader of a code. We're moving like a gang. FBA is, cults, and they psyop, they funded by the government. And we know that TARIQ NASHEED has a grassroots movement to where community, the people, fund his project.
What's wrong with this nigga eye?
Podcast got cooked by FBA brother. He came on there and pretty much debunked everything he said, and he exposed Viral Way for what the police behavior that they doing. Viral Way, you is not a good debater. I'm gonna tag you in this, bro. You be talking politics, but like this man said, you had Don Lemon, bro. You was just big up in Don Lemon. He was literally big up in Don Lemon for put a clip of him, doing a reaction to a clip of him. So yeah, you fit their talking points. So you're like, you may be an undercover shield. You probably fit the same talking points as talking about FBA and talking about Trump. But without further ado, y'all, let me let them play. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Let's get it.
See pictures with Tariq with a fucking dashiki on. Y'all is crazy. That drip, that out. He ran his course with that.
So he just sit around hating.
He got a new fucking crazy, man. That grift ran out. What's the deal?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can all hear you. What's happening?
So, number one, let's just debunk this claim. You got on here and you said we don't talk about Latinos. 3 weeks ago, TARIQ NASHEED talks about Latinos undermining foundational Black Americans. That's debunked. Let's just go ahead and cover
Hold on. Let's stop there. Hold on.
Tariq
Hold on,
Nasheed.
no. Prove your point.
You
Hold
got
on,
on here.
no. I'll let you talk. I'm
We're
gonna
not letting
respond.
you
I'm gonna
move. We're
respond.
not letting you wiggle.
Hold on. So everybody, he just came on. The first point that he made, he said Tariq is not the leader, but to prove his point that FBA talks about what's going on with the Hispanic community, undermining the black community, his example was Tariq said X, Y, and Z about the Hispanics 3 weeks ago. So if Tariq's not your leader, why was he the first example that you used?
Can I talk?
Yeah, you can talk now.
Because you said he's a leader. And you said he only talks about African immigrants. So I said, okay, let me debunk this by pulling up him talking about Latinos, white people. And then you said, why would you bring him up? You have been talking about him specifically. Why would I bring up somebody that you don't know? So then you could be like, you're not going to verify it. So I'm going to bring up the nigga you've been talking about the last 20 minutes.
One, you started with
not
we.
make sense?
You said we. You said we don't talk about, and then you pulled up a Tariq video.
If I pulled up a regular FBA talking about Hispanic immigrants, it wouldn't prove no point, because you would say, well, your leader, no, let me talk. You would have said, well, your leader don't talk about them.
Why
so
you,
now
you're assuming what I would say. Don't make assumptions. Just go off what I said. Don't
you
assume.
said Tariq Nasheed only talks about African immigrants, yes or no?
I said FBA. I didn't just say Tariq.
And who you say the leader was?
Yes, the leader's Tariq. You niggas talk about whatever you talk about.
We don't talk about African immigrants. Oh, he can't cook right now. He just sounding dumb as hell.
Don't make assumptions. Just go off what I said. Don't assume.
You said Tariq Nasheed only talks about African immigrants, yes or no?
I said FBA. I didn't just say Tariq.
And who you say the leader was?
Yes, the leader's Tariq, but all you niggas talk about whatever you talk about.
Including Tariq Nasheed, I have it right here. Plies said, does Latinos align more with blacks or whites? This is on his YouTube channel right here. Yes or no? So that debunks the narrative.
Hold on, bro. You put up a fucking video of Plies that was gaining a lot of traction online, and Tariq posted the video of Plies, not Tariq. Tariq didn't start this conversation. He saw a video of Plies gaining a lot of traction, and he put it on his page to bring traction to his page. Tariq didn't start this conversation.
We have debunk. No, that's not debunked.
You're debunked, nigga. That was Plies. That wasn't Tariq, bro.
If you go to Tariq's YouTube channel, you see him talk about Hispanics undermine the foundational black Americans on his YouTube literally every week because he lives in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he got a lot of videos going to Hispanics.
So you didn't debunk nothing. You sound stupid. Plies brought this up because he's a DNC shield and he believes in the black and brown.
LA to do it.
So Tariq talked about this because we always talk about this.
Think about that.
And we use Plies as an example of stupid black niggas thinking it's a black and brown coalition. So no, you didn't debunk nothing. You got debunked again.
You got debunked, bro. You pulled up a video of Plies, not Tariq.
This is Tariq Nasheed YouTube. 58
Plies
minutes.
Video. He did a reaction to Plies.
And in the reaction, he said there's no black and brown coalition and talked about how the Hispanics, before I got on here, you made a point. You said Tariq Nasheed does not talk about black Americans getting undermined by Hispanics in Los Angeles.
You know, every time Viral Way get cooked, he just can't admit he cooked. You know, it's crazy even talking to people like this. It's like when you talking to him, they can't.
Yeah, he can't even admit he cooked. His ass, I barbecued his ass.
Even admit, like, yeah, bro, you got that point. Is Tariq your leader?
Listen, don't move.
Is Tariq your leader?
Don't move.
Is Tariq
I
your
let
leader?
you do that too much last time. Don't move.
Is Tariq your leader?
Don't move.
Is Tariq your leader?
Don't move.
Is Tariq your leader? Yes or no?
Don't move. You're deflecting.
Is Tariq the leader of FBA?
You're
Yes
acting like
or no?
a tether.
Is Tariq your leader? Yes or no?
We can go there next.
No, we can go there now, bro.
No, let me finish this.
No, we can get back to that. Is Tariq your leader?
No,
yes
you're
or no?
deflecting. You're trying to deflect the move.
No, I'm not deflecting. You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm going to where I want to go on the platform that you're a guest on. So you don't get to dictate where we stay at the conversation. Right now, if I come on your platform, then I got to go by whatever you want to say.
as you being the host. So that's how it work over here. Maybe Tariq let y'all do that shit, but that shit don't work over here. I'm not deflecting nothing. I'll answer every question you got. But answer my question though. Is Tariq the leader of FBA, yes or no?
No.
So why does he have it trademarked, and why is he making money off
That's
of it?
what he
Y'all are
do.
not?
That's what he'll do. He'll ask the question, move the goalpost, and then ask another question. He's not going to answer dude's question.
You see how lame that is? How is he making money off of it and y'all are not? Why are you so worried about what
That's a
another
pocket
grown
watching
man, how
tether.
he's making money and how his supporters is? You wish you.
That's a pocket watching tether. Watching Tariq pockets because he's emotionally attached and jealous of him. And first of all, you don't see that same nigga viral way pocket watching or calling out Umar Johnson for scamming the people's money and haven't produced shit. See, this is the hypocrisy in these dudes.
He had enough the amount of supporters Tariq had. He wish he had it.
Yes or no?
No.
Was you wrong about
that?
that?
The main thing y'all talk about are Africans. That's it. Y'all talk about
I
other black
literally
people
came
more
with the
than
video
anybody.
pulled up.
Why did Tariq make $250,000 off
Why are
of
you
something
deflecting?
that
So you a
trademarked?
Democratic. Hold on. I got a question.
Make $250,000 for something that he, bro, you around here pocket watching this man. You sounding real fruity, bro. You sounding real alphabet guy type.
Lineage. If it's a lineage, why did he make $250,000 in 3 weeks, like he said, but y'all didn't make a fucking dollar?
What does that have to do with the lineage?
He's the owner
money he
of
raised before
FBA,
getting
bro.
colors.
He made this shit up to make money. It's not about getting you reparations. He getting reparations through you niggas being sheep.
You're easy work. Too low IQ. I'ma just debunk all that. It's too easy. He made money based off hidden color 6. That has nothing to do with foundational Black American.
Why did he trademark FBA?
African American is trademarked.
Why did he?
You are a Democratic shield now. You just listen. You attack FBA. You attack
the
FBA.
Democrats. No, listen. Fuck the Democrats.
No. Don't do that now.
Fuck Democrats.
Don't do it now.
And fuck Republicans. So now what?
2 days ago, you was uplifting Don Lemon. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Don't.
I uplifted Don Lemon.
You start attacking. Let me.
He was uplifting Don Lemon. I wish we could have that clip, but I said in one of my videos, I say, man, he talking about they named their channel Viral Way and ain't go viral yet. And he did a video with because Don Lemon reposted, did a reaction to him talking about, Trump, which is why this FBA brother called him a Democrat shield, because you moving a little agent, he definitely getting paid to criticize FBA. Check this out.
Break down the past 2 weeks.
Hold on.
You started attacking foundational Black Americans.
I uplifted Don Lemon, or did I point out the reach?
Soon as when you started dissing FBA, next thing you know, you get a Don Lemon feature.
It's gaining that a video we created in this studio reached Don Lemon, who was Mr. CNN at one point. Never, not one time did I said I align with what Don Shield believe.
You champion this as viral and it's lame, bro. You made it seem like you went viral. You ain't go viral, man. You saying what your masters want you to say, so they giving you some shine.
I don't identify with neither party, so you can't use that talking point, bro. You must don't watch the show.
I do. That's how I'm coming in here and debunking you easy.
Now I'm
literally doing it easy. Every point you come, I'm debunking it easy. You're trying to wiggle around. I debunked you on the FBA. Only talk about Africans. I pulled up a video. You're too easy.
Let me break down.
Let me break down somebody, and I heard somebody in your podcast is a tether too. That's why you've been attacking it. Yeah, we did lineage checks. Yeah, all them niggas ain't FBA. So
who
now
you did a lineage check? Hold on. This is comedy. Who you did a lineage check on?
It's all 4 of y'all FBA, yes or no?
Who you did a lineage check on?
Sound like they paying him very well. Just make these stupid claims that we easily debunking. All right, he tried to make it seem like we just talking about people from Africa when, you know, it really took off with the Fat Joe hip hop. That was when the you know, standing on the lineage actually took off. I ain't gonna say took off, but we were starting to see that this is what people are doing. People are gonna support their people. Get over it. Stop worrying and telling people about what this man making and you ain't making nothing when he have supporters. This is like wild and crazy to me. And like we just said, I'm gonna release the video I did with on Supreme channel. Shout out to King Supreme TV. But you guys are actually trying to stop a grassroots movement that TARIQ Nasheed have going on, which he got everybody.
FBA ain't a movement. It's a lineage. The movement is delineation. So what they trying to get in front of is ultimately delineation. You see what I'm saying? I just want to make that clear. FBA is precisely describing one's lineage exclusively and how it's not the same as everybody else or lumped in as just some pseudo lineage. It's a direct lineage with some of the most documented recorded history of any human being in the world down there. For real, like down there. Aboriginal Americans, quote unquote, FBAs, have recorded lineages going back sometimes as far back to the 1700s. That's older than almost every West African nation. Not almost, that is older than every West African nation. Probably every nation in Africa except for Ethiopia. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really no comparisons when it comes to who we are based off of records. You see what I'm saying? And these people are denying the facts of the matter. FBA, Black Americans, American Indians, Aboriginals, Negro, Black, and Color. That is a particular lineage in America. That is one particular group of people. That's not outsiders. That has nothing to do with nobody else. Exclusive. That is exclusively. So, like I said, FBA is not a movement. It's strictly a lineage. The movement is delineation.
People supporting them, and you want somebody to be supported by big government, big business. So that's what it's looking like. Y'all looking like agents of chaos. But I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Y'all know how we do, man. We go live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
So yeah, man, that was it. Chief Holiday wanted me to play that clip. I mean, quite interesting, man. Y'all gotta go check out my clip. I completely barbecued the viral way. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely barbecued this guy in so many ways. You feel what I'm saying? Seriously. Go check out some of my videos I dropped on this cat. As a matter of fact, I might even play some for the family. Matter of fact, let's play a couple of them. We barbecued. I dropped a couple of them on my Twitter.
Don't align with Black Americans, which means they already delineated from Black Americans. So why would you then need to delineate from people that you say already delineated from you, which is why you hate them? So you hate them because you want them to align with you, but they've already delineated themselves. So why the fuck do we need to delineate from somebody who already did you the favor?
Now watch how I barbecue this nigga. Watch this.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. But listen,
No. Address what I just said. If they already delineated from y'all, why do you need to delineate from someone who already did it for you? Do that make any sense?
How are these people delineating when they constantly attacking it, when they attaching themselves to our culture? When they constantly get what are they're attaching themselves to our culture and they're making economic gain off of the culture.
Everybody's attached themselves to our culture.
Everybody, the whole world attached to our culture.
Right now, we're talking about the same people you said that's delineating though.
But
How they
everybody
delineating when they're
Why are they
attaching
the first
themselves
ones
to
that
one
the
culture?
FBA goes
Hold on.
after?
Make this make sense to me, because this shit not making no sense. How is a person that's delineating also attaching themselves to one culture? Explain that to me.
because you said they don't align with you. The same way you got white rap.
Barbecue. 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 Let's go to the next one.
Is not going to keep utilizing their resources or do anything with people in the U.S. The same with Mexico, the same with everybody else who's together. If you have no mission as FBA other than to get the tethers out of here, why would anybody want to follow that? Why would anybody care to be a part of that? And I could just wake up and say I'm FBA because of my lineage, but we have nothing to push us forward as a race together. Niggas have no real blueprint.
It's common sense to why you wouldn't want a group of people around you leeching off of your culture, backstabbing, undermining you, and blocking you out of certain particular positions in America. This is established. We just seen what happened with the state commissioners and senators down in Texas. So we know that there are other ethnic groups getting into these positions with your appraisal and then block you guys out of it. So
and you know what's crazy?
My main point to the conversation is like my whole thing. You keep asking, what is the mission for foundational Black Americans? It's an ethnic group. I'm asking you the same question. What is the mission for Australians?
Hey, hold on.
See, they don't like to answer questions. Now look how I completely barbecue this nigga right here.
People don't even have the documents from our own ancestors, but yet are online arguing over a fucking trademark that an actor / influencer created.
Well, I mean, you can't say
makes zero sense.
You can't say people Black Americans don't have records of their ancestors when you can look up the statistical records that Black Americans have the most documented record of their ancestry than any other group of people on the planet. I'm talking about meticulous administrative records. Black Americans.
Who's giving you that information?
Huh?
Who gives us that information?
I mean, we're getting it from the same system that's feeding everybody the same information.
Exactly. That's my point. If I want to go to a Black institution to get Black history, we don't have original documents. Like a lot of our artifacts and shit like that.
Just because someone capitalizes on your documents don't mean that you didn't write those.
It's in another continent. Niggas got to go to another race for their own history. Y'all don't see a problem with that?
That's absolutely insane. We go straight to your parents. You go to your meticulous records. The same records.
You go to your parents. Who gave your parents your history?
The same records that they showing you is the same records that your ancestors took down in 1990 in the early 2000s when they took all your administrative records that they documented in their own homes. Because most Black Americans, according to whether people believe this or not, documented their own documents, administrative records, birth certificates, death records, marriage certificates.
That's false. My mom ain't document none of that shit.
Well, that's your mom. We talking about grandparents. And
most black people.
You was probably born in the late 90s. So we're talking
I
about
wasn't born in the late 90s, but most Black people can't go back 3 generations. Past their great grandma, niggas is lost.
That's not true.
Man, you crazy.
That's not true. There's so many people out here that's openly talking about their ancestry, bro. Like I can show you meticulous records right now to like 1868.
Right. If they lying,
I can show you Civil War records from my ancestry right now. Like, but I may be different. I do this for a living, though. I do genealogy. I have a whole platform. That's what we do. These niggas are slow. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. They don't really have no arguments. There's tons of clips of me just cooking these niggas, bro. Like, go listen to the full conversation too. I think that's up too, by the way. The full live stream. Go check it out. But yeah, man, I'm about to get ready to get out of here, man. I got some shit we got to do. If anybody else want to build on some shit, go ahead and let's get it in. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Hit that like button and support the channel before y'all get out of here. Don't be no buster. You know what I mean?
Hey, how you let Superman get you in the rapping yesterday in the freestyle?
Man, he's goated.
No, that was kind of raw though. I didn't even know he knew how to freestyle. That was kind
Yeah,
of raw.
bust a little rhyme on your ass, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of raw, though.
Shout out to Superman.
Yeah, I come from the era of the real freestyle where niggas couldn't write shit down. It had to be right off the dome in the moment.
Yeah, that's
That
a
was nice
freestyle.
yesterday, man.
That's a freestyle rap battle. That was what that was, a freestyle rap battle. Now battle
Yeah, that
rap
was
really
nice, man.
freestyle because they don't, and most of it ain't for free. Yeah. So yeah, man, they kind of take their time and write. But yeah, back in the day, you got to have bars on deck, Superman. Like you said, freestyle right there on the spot. Ain't no run around, let me go get my notepad and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I can jump in the cipher with the best of
them. Yeah. Now I was just complimenting y'all, man. It was cool yesterday. That was nice.
Yeah, man. You gonna have to jump in the next one.
With me, I don't rap.
Oh, you a singer?
Nah, I'm more like a beat man.
Yeah, he like a Barry White, a young Barry White.
Yeah.
Where Chief go? Where the fuck Chief go?
Chief dip, man. But shit, man, I'm going live later on, man. We're gonna touch on a few things.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to let you go.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that is in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. This was the Wake and Bake Show. We out. Peace.
I had to really step back and look at my situation for what it was. I had to look at my life like it was a movie. I had to look at all the moving parts. So I could really understand what it was. They say love make you blind. Yeah. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Echoes of the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens, the streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this thing of ours will come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. Paint the city red. All the shit I seen replaying in my head. Heard the streets talking, so we called them boys instead. Block wanna murder and they caught wind of the feds. And I pray they would. But it was right, but really, niggas was crooked. Playing the 50 with niggas, they cost them a bullet. Ain't wanna do it to him, but I had to pull it. One foot in the streets, one foot in the trap, one hand on the music. I write my bars on this microphone, it's therapeutic. I know the streets listen when I talk, I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. Oh no, I can't abuse it. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving.
Keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow up just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.